Well, we're here.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Well, I'm not sure if anybody saw, but I did ask which Thundercats character you would most likely want to bang. And we've got Lion-O so far. I said Snarf, personally. I don't know about you guys.
Okay, what chat are we in?
What?
Like, I had no. What are you guys talking about?
In
the private chat?
No, oh my God, Dalton.
I'm so lost right now.
My sweet, poor, innocent, autistic boy. In the live chat, sir.
Oh, I wasn't even looking there. That's a whole entire different tab.
The place you should. Yeah, wow. You know the
I was in the private chat.
You should be looking at.
I felt like there was a whole entire conversation going on without me knowing.
Yeah, you should.
All right, I'm switching the insanity developing banner to 25% already because we're off to a great start.
Actually, we were already at 25% before the show started because we are joined today by our beautiful boy Lex, also known as Kennedy, also known as Intuitive Defense, also known as Dr. Emily Carter. Sir, how are you, ma'am, sir, Dr. Ma'am?
I prefer to go they, them with like a secondary. I mean, because it just encapsulates more than one identity, you know. So we'll just go with
multiple personalities.
Don't hate me if I don't follow that. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm doing great. And I would really like to appreciate. I would appreciate if I could actually answer the question about the Thundercats.
Please do.
I mean, there needs to be a clarifying question. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Kennedy. We're talking about Dr. Emily Carter. Two different answers.
Give me both your answers.
Okay. Kennedy, being the less insane one, said less. Definitely Chitara.
Okay.
She's a fast little minx. You know what I mean? She's running around. You'd have to work really hard to catch her. You know what I mean? And then for Dr. Emily Carter, it'd be all of them at once.
Yeah. Dalton is like trying to find the right teleprompter. Holy shit.
It happens.
That is actually a really
I was so confused.
Statement.
It was it's been a long week, all right?
It has been a long week. But really quick, so Lex, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you do? Who are you?
I spent 5 years in the Army, 1 year overseas, 5 years in law enforcement down in South Louisiana, among all the Cajuns and everything like that in the swamps. And then a couple of years in private security. And now me and a buddy of mine named Baker, we have a YouTube channel where we focus on a range game that we invented, where it's kind of like the basketball game Horse, with the primary goal of getting people from beginner to intermediate and giving them a pathway to get over that first big hurdle of once you're done with your first, real lesson and real class, you kind of find out what to do after that. Plus, there's a lot of dick and fart jokes in the channel. So
that is very accurate, actually. Yeah. Well, hell yeah. And of course, I am Tac. You guys know who I am. I am the Tactical Turtleneck, and I make weird cryptid videos with Dr. Emily Carter here. I put out a new cryptid video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it and make sure to comment and share. Do it. Do it now. This week. Well, the cryptid is Brandon Herrera, oddly enough. And you know what the great thing is? I realized that Brandon is currently at YAL.
Yep.
He hasn't checked his phone yet. Brandon has no fucking idea. I just turned him into a badger that's addicted to White Claw.
Yeah.
But you know who does?
Beautiful.
Eli. So
as well as Donut.
So, but I have confirmation from Eli that he is well aware.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a great question. For anybody who is just an audio only, Sergeant Potato asked the question, Doctor, what is your doctorate in? Cryptid serum development?
It's not just serum development, dear boy. It's the production of the development where you're just trying to get it out of whatever storage capacity is in, and then it's a transfer. Sometimes you have to store it in thing, or sometimes if you don't have a correct container, you just put it right in your mouth and just let it sit there so you go from point A to point B. And then whenever you get there, it's also the matter of being able to release the serum as needed. Sometimes you have a straw, sometimes you just let it just dribble out. Yeah, so.
All right, so
Jesus.
for the first time in our podcast history, we are now at 50% insanity within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And you haven't even put on the wig yet. That's the thing.
I've been told to not do that for quite some time now, not to just blow my load so soon.
Yeah.
So I'm just not gonna do that for a while. That's gonna you guys over in the audience, y'all are gonna have to get that little counter. I'm pointing at the wrong up in that corner right there. You're gonna have to get that son of a bitch at least at 75% for me to really consider putting on that hot, sweaty ass
Give it
wig.
another 30 seconds, we'll probably get there.
Yeah. If anybody would like to clip these things and then post it in every Discord that you're a part of, that's one of the moments I think I'd go for.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, I'm joined with my wonderful lesbian co-host, as we have now created lore for. Dalton, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Dalton. I drive a Subaru. That's why they made that joke. I'm a web developer. Also, I play music. So,
all really lesbian activities.
Yep. He loves girls. He loves ladies. So, I mean,
yep.
We're just banging on all 8 cylinders right now,
Oh yeah, no. I'm 100% convinced that Dalton is lesbian. Tim Pool, you'll never convince me otherwise. Somebody put it in cryptid lore because I need to make this.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That'd be fun. Dr. Emily Carter will have lots and lots to say about that particular episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the worst episode.
Oh, Dalton, you did forget something. You also you hate poor people.
Oh, no, I don't.
I
don't like leftovers, and everybody thinks I hate poor people because of it. Mind you, I have leftover pizza in my fridge right now, by the way.
Was it made by rich people?
Was it ordered? Did you order it, or is it one of those like tombstone pizzas you bought at like Dollar General?
No, it wasn't the Lex kind of pizza that he likes eating. He likes warming up the cardboard pizza in the microwave. It's not that kind of pizza. I did order it. It's from Saboros. It's the closest thing I have to New York style pizza. New York style pizza here. So
yeah.
So he ordered pizza, everybody.
He ordered pizza.
He ordered pizza.
Do you have like a perimeter of like landmines or anti-personnel devices to keep the poor people away from your pizza? Or do you just not?
I've got none of that.
Oh, okay. Right.
Just Dalton defends his home against poor people. This is what the Second Amendment was for. Our founders would be proud.
Oh my god. No, it's leftovers that I don't like. It's not the poor people.
Yeah, your spit is nice, but I don't look at poor people.
Yeah, Sage. Yeah.
I mean, the internet disagrees with you.
Yeah, the internet does seem to disagree. Remember, everybody, if you believe that Dalton hates the poors, let us know in chat. And if you are listening on audio only, please leave it as a comment on whatever area you are listening to the podcast from. And know that we love you too.
I don't care what you say in the ratings or anything. Just give us a 5-star rating. That helps us out a lot. You have no idea.
Yes.
You can say whatever you want.
And say that, and specifically say that Dalton hates poor people.
That's how we'll know it's true and not a bot.
Yeah,
it's been
exactly.
a joke for months now.
It will forever be a joke. It is a shirt. You guys can buy that shirt on my store, actually. It is in announcements in the Discord.
Tech is profiting off of this. And I get none of that. I get no money from this.
It's so then he hates me less, because if you guys give me money for merch, then Dalton doesn't hate me because I'm not as poor.
Right.
You see? Help me.
I hate your logic.
Help him.
Yeah, but it's not poor logic.
It's not.
It's not
no,
poor logic.
It's actually it works.
It's good logic. Yes.
I hate that it works.
Yeah. Thank you. And I do have my like camera movement thing on. If you guys don't like it, just tell me and I'll turn it off.
Bothers me so much.
Why does
it
it
reminds me of
bother
what
you?
it reminds me of what a target would look like through a scope. Maybe you're just setting people up to fucking
Assassinate me.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't know what isn't allowed from the overlords or anything like that.
I think that's fine with it. Its context does matter to a degree, you know.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a
YouTube is a little
tracking
weird
scope
about
is
that kind of
tracking it.
stuff.
That's what it looks like. Right.
Gotcha. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. By the way, what is your favorite optic?
It depends. You talk about magnification or red dot or
red dot. We're talking red dot. What is your just favorite, like what you're going to throw on your EDC?
Well, first off, I'm not gay enough to have an EDC. I don't just lump it all together and call it an EDC.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I specifically list out all the things I'm going to carry that day, since I have so many different versions of what I could carry. I mix and match. You know what I mean?
No,
like
fair.
A puzzle piece. Yeah,
I do the same thing. So
I was trying to start controversy, trying to get that number passed up 50 to 75, but that didn't work. So back to the question, I do like a little venom, a little micro venom on top of a pistol.
Okay.
And I have an elevated venom on my PCC, and I do venoms. Yeah, I just realized that all three.
All right, there you go. There you go. You heard it here, because Lex has obviously, at least you have more history with utilization of these things in the field than I think any of the people in this call. By the way, Scimitar can eat my entire ass because I did not serve, and I will.
You didn't?
No.
That's what you've been telling me for like 2 weeks now.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking... You know, I'm going to tell you guys something. Do you know what Scimitar did? Scimitar fucking went on Amazon. I want you to understand the insanity, this bullshit. Okay, you ready for this? Scimitar messages me. Hold on, let me fucking find it because I have like 5 million goddamn DMs. Sends me... I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show... Oh, I can't. It has certain information on. They are sending me what is it? A DD 214 or whatever.
Nice.
Blanket.
Yeah.
That was like $30. Originally they were gonna send one that was 50, and then I guess they canceled that order because the address was wrong. And then now they're sending me one that's $30 or like $36 or something. Fucking why?
Cross recipient? Holy shit, dude.
God damn it,
man. He's got a fantastic, successful YouTube channel, and I mean, the only thing better would be is if he had the beef of valor. You know what I mean? So you should probably work on that.
Dear God. Dear God. I crave death. I crave death. Anyway, so why don't we just hop into the actual topics other than this meme crap? Jesse Bearer also in the chat. You did not get a tac fact today. You're right. You know what? I'm going to tweet it, but I'm going to give it live first, okay? So, tac fact. I have been with 1,127 people sexually in my entire life. I am a whore.
Notice he didn't say women.
No, they're all women. They're all women. Unlike Dr. Emily Carter, I do not fuck cryptids.
All right, we are about 15 minutes in the podcast, and we're already at 75%. All right.
What is that? Act number 6? Is that number 6? Somebody tell me.
You know, I'm gonna create a store. I'm gonna create a store on my end, Tac, and I'm gonna sell Tac fanny packs.
Fanny pack? Why?
Because
it'd be a tac pack.
It is a tac pack. I mean, what, you think that's going to bother me?
Pack, though.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
It's going to be in the shape of a vagina.
I mean,
so
that's
literally going to be a fanny
means. Yeah, I was about to say that's what. Yeah, like overseas, that's what fanny means. See, he thought he was going to be like bothered by that. I'll fucking buy one and I'll put my gun in it. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Hey man, I'm trying
like
to
an open mouth.
Clever in rhymes.
Yeah, no, it's got to be like an open mouth, like right over. You know, be great. We could put Kamala Harris's face down there with her gaping fucking gluck throat. Only I think Lex might get that because I went over something with Lex. The particular script.
He did. I'm in possession of information that you guys don't have.
Yes.
I don't have it either. So I don't know that I want it.
Probably don't. I'm just saying. Kind of disturbing. It takes a
Dude, we're already at
genius
7
mind like mine.
We're already at 75%. I definitely don't want that info.
I mean, if you don't want to get to 100,
we're gonna get to 100.
Thanks,
And I
Shell.
guess it's gonna happen.
I'm just
No, you do want that info. Fuck you, Shell. Anyway,
don't listen to Shell.
never listen to Shell,
Jeez.
chat.
Never listen to Shell. She's sticking
Yes.
the mud. She's all like, "Don't threaten people. Don't harm people." Like, what are you doing? God damn it!
We should probably get we should probably get to some news.
Yeah, we should. Okay, do news. Do news. And
Okay.
apparently it's tac fact number 7. Apparently I put the wrong thing. Fuck it. You know what? You're dealing with 2 number 6s. Eat an ass. All right, go for it. What is our first topic of the day, sir?
Yeah.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg apparently called Trump and told him that he's not supporting any Democrats this year.
And did he not also apologize for a particular thing that has been denied forever?
Well, apparently the assassination photo that came out where Trump was pumping his fist and, his ear was bloodied. Apparently Facebook and Instagram flagged that as, what was it? Like, it was like flagged as like some kind of like abuse or whatever.
Too high in
like,
testosterone.
It was flagged as some sort of abuse. I don't remember what the abuse was.
I can't remember the exact thing was, but basically Facebook and Meta came out and said that was an error on their part and that it was like their AI. Apparently they're claiming that somebody altered the photo and their algorithm picked it up and then thought that the original photo was part of the altered photo, so they flagged the original photo as well, which I can kind of see that happening, but at the same time, Meta is kind of, known for their shady principles and tactics. So
Cookery.
It applied a fact check to it saying that it wasn't true.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes.
And that was done by mistake. And then they also admitted that their fact checks are just opinions.
Beautiful.
Which is just fantastic fun. It's almost like we knew.
Weird how that works out. It's almost like Elon Musk's community notes is so much better of a system to fact check things.
You know what I just realized actually really quick before we begin this video? Shell actually is a bot now.
Oh, she
Poor Shell.
is.
Actually, she's a bot now. We've done that. That is lore now. That is truth. All right, go on. Sorry.
Well, now we just got to run with it.
Yep.
Is that her cryptid? She's a bot.
The
We're
council.
not going into. We're not.
Well done, Shell. Well done. All right, I'm gonna hit play on this.
Go for
Mark
it.
Zuckerberg called. First of all, he called me a few times. He called me after the event, and he said that was really amazing. It was very brave, and and he actually announced he's not going to support a Democrat because he can't, because he respected me for what I did that day. I think what I did maybe was to me, it was a normal response. But I was called by Mark Zuckerberg yesterday, the day before, on this same subject. And he actually apologized. He said they made a mistake, et cetera, and they're correcting the mistake. Google, nobody called from Google.
So we got a statement at Fox Business from Google. They said this fact check was initially applied to a doctored photo showing the Secret Service agents smiling. And in some cases, our systems incorrectly applied that fact check to the real photo. It has been fixed. We apologize for the mistake. Both companies have been under fire all week. Both say this was not deliberate. And one of the things that we're learning now is that really AI doesn't seem to be very reliable when it comes to breaking news.
Reliable in general, by the way.
Yeah. You ask like, hey, AI, what happened this week? And it will spit out things that just like, I did not hear about that. And then you go to check it and it's just like, that didn't happen. Did
you see the Google thing that the people said, like, how much meth should a pregnant woman do or something?
I did not see that.
So Google implemented in their own search results. Now there's an AI answer at the top, right? I think it's like through Gemini or whatever. And it's so bad that it was like saying, well, according to physicians, women should smoke this many cigarettes and do these drugs before like the 3rd trimester, like some like asinine made up bullshit. It was ridiculous stuff. AI is not at that point yet.
Google is going to kill somebody and they're going to get sued into oblivion because of their AI.
Yeah.
Like somebody's gonna Google something of like medical advice or medical, just a question of some sort, and Google AI is going to tell them something that's very harmful to them. And if they end up losing their life or, serious bodily harm in some way, shape, or form, Google deserves to be sued for that.
I agree.
I mean,
actually,
that's awful. That is awful. That's terrible.
Based on that alone,
what were you gonna say?
Based on that alone, you're all describing how AI was telling people to do meth and smoke cigarettes while pregnant.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Dr. Emily Carter is going to use AI to design her Tinder profile from now on. If she can get cigarettes and meth in on a fucking cryptid gangbang, bro, we won't see her for like 2 years.
It just occurred to me, Lex. It just occurred to me. You could really put Dr. Emily Carter to use by going undercover with her and just getting all the criminals.
Actually, no, Dalton, you just gave me an idea. Lex, I'm going to DM you. This stays between you and I for the moment.
And the other rest of the people watching?
Well, no, they don't know. They're not going to know.
They know of something now.
They know of something, but you're not going to know what.
All right. So next news bit. Did you guys hear about the I guess the Department of Defense had a plea deal for the 9/11 the three perpetrators who apparently masterminded it or helped mastermind?
So so my thoughts on that, because I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, they deserve to die. Yes.
Well, I do have some breaking news, by the way. So
what's the breaking
carry
news?
Carry on with your take real quick.
So my take is oh, Lex, I'm glad we're on the same page. So my take is that they must still be useful. Because if they're going to offer a plea deal, typically that means that they're not done with them. If Lex, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but typically that means in this context, they're not getting out of Gitmo, right? So they must have some other knowledge or context that they are utilizing them for that is going to, otherwise, why keep them alive?
A plea deal is usually put forth whenever you want to guarantee an end result. If you go to trial, then there always is the possibility and the potential for somebody to be completely exonerated and released. If you give somebody a plea deal, it's less punishment, less time, but they will agree to the plea deal, and that takes the place of a guilty or not guilty.
Typically guilty.
What's the word? Judgment. Yeah, that word.
Yeah. So okay. So your mind is that they're doing it to guarantee the outcome that they're not going to be exonerated or get out.
Yep.
Okay, that's a fair point.
That's what you do.
Actually, I didn't even think.
You want to guarantee a conviction without the messiness of relying on people coming up and judging your arguments for why they should go to jail. You want to you want to remove that out of the equation. Well,
speaking of that, I think Dalton has something else to say about it.
I do have some breaking news. So apparently that's been revoked by the Department of Defense. So death penalty is back on the table, boys.
Well, yeah. So massive backlash from the families of 9/11 victims. They have revoked the plea deal for the masterminds. I don't see them getting off though.
Yeah. Why do they have Osama bin Laden's picture in there? He's already dead.
That's not Osama bin Laden.
You mean Saddam Hussein?
The guy in the middle?
No, that's not Osama bin Laden. Lex, do all terrorists look the same to you?
I mean, buddy, we are already at 75% insanity. I can't go anymore without going to 100.
This is not about all Arabic people or those people from that region of the world.
Terrorists.
I didn't. That's what you meant, though. You son of a bitch. No. If that were never mind. But no, they do not look all the same to me. Dudes wearing silly-looking hats with a beard on their fucking face attached to a picture of the burning Twin Towers all look the same to me.
Yeah, but I think even at the time of when 9/11 happened, Osama was considerably older than that gentleman there.
I'm just saying, maybe shut up. How about that? What do you think about that? You ever thought about that?
What I do think is I personally believe that they should get the death penalty. I'm perfectly okay with that. I see no issue with it whatsoever for the crime for fucking 9/11. Yeah, no, die.
Of killing like 3,000 people. Yeah. I think that's
plus
fair.
plus the firefighters and first responders that were exposed to. I mean, what they had like cancer and all these insane things several years after. Yeah. Plus, then you had the war on terror that it set off, and just, I mean, fuck them, let them burn in hell for all of eternity. Just, you know, I have no issue with that. My question then becomes is. So it was they're saying it's due to the backlash from the families, right?
Yeah.
Who's overseeing this? Because that should have been an anticipated response anyway, right?
You know, that would be a good question, but we are also living in a time where the question is who's running our country right now. Biden's on vacation right now in Delaware.
We actually don't know that. Yeah.
We have no idea.
This is something that would come down to like the Department of State or the Department of Defense, right? So it would be some general somewhere or some fucking GS2 or something like that that's sitting in the bin, and they would go, oh, I've got a great idea, Wendy. Oh yes, Janet, what's that idea? Oh, we need to get all these pesky little terrorists out of our Gitmo cell. Why don't we go ahead and get them a plea deal and just send them where we're going to send them? Oh, that's a lovely idea. And then somebody wasn't there to go, wait, what? And then
fair.
That's how this happened.
That's actually a really accurate summary of just kind of how everything runs these days now anyway. Because let's be real, it's never the person that's like that we assume to be in charge that's actually in charge. It is always like
it's always delegated to somebody lower.
And delegated and it really comes down to we don't have a representative government as a result of things like that, because they're hiring people that we didn't elect that are making the actual decisions. And then also you have the same kind of thing happening at the justice system level, which means that they're not even technically facing their proper accuser. Let's just be real. Yep. It's a shit show all around. I don't know who the hell is controlling our government currently, but I can tell you that they have an IQ probably less than that of Grug Loves Rock.
Who? Speaking of low IQs, our next news story is the wonderful. It's Kamala. So this is apparently her very first speaking opportunity without a prompter since becoming the presumptive nominee as of last night. This was, and then today she actually became the nominee. So
I saw that.
Yep. So if you guys want to know, if you guys want like a little bit of insight into the wonderful, brilliant, smart mind of Kamala Harris, here is her.
This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day.
What?
Yeah.
This is a bunch of words.
She said understand like
she
said understand like 15 times. So
she has like a tendency to do that where because I've heard quite a few speeches of hers, sadly, and she repeats the same things over and over and over.
Text. Yep.
It does. You know what it sounds like? If anybody here has dealt with ChatGPT and you've asked it to like simplify code or anything of that nature, and it will spit out the exact same shit over and over, but just like change one letter and be like, but it's changed.
Yeah, it thinks it's the smartest thing in the world just because it changed a couple words around. And it's just like,
yeah.
Well, her problem is she says something and then she's like, yeah, that sounded smart. And then she like will continue her sentence and then she'll Michael Scott it where she doesn't know how to end it. And then she'll be like, I'm going to repeat what I just said in the beginning of that because that sounded smart. So I'm going to, you know,
well, she's been unburdened by what, by what has been or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, she's always unburdened by that.
Yeah. First off, you know, I actually saw somebody who was discussing that statement and they were talking about it. And now it sounds like a bunch of gobbledygook, like just nonsense, right? But if you actually break it down, they were breaking it down and showing that it's Marxist ideology. Did
they do a Venn diagram to explain it?
No, it's actually quite simple. Well, she'd probably love it. She probably needs it written in crayon. But no. So being unburdened by what has been, right, is saying that we should not be held accountable by the history of our forefathers, right? Which in her context means fuck the founders. That was their entire argument. I'm liable to believe it just because she's that much of an anti-American douche hat, but I don't know.
She's
That was
just
funny.
saying it, thinking
I was
that
just-
it sounds smart.
That too.
I was just rereading it, and nothing about this run-on sentence has anything to do with a happening or an actuality or an event. This is all
Like-
just
Like I didn't even explain the background of this event or what they're even doing in this video. Like, and you have no idea what this woman is talking about. Like, so this was when they went to the airport to pick up the 3 hostages that they got back from Russia last
Which
night.
is good. Which is good that we got them back. I'm going to
Yeah.
100% say that is a great thing.
Absolutely.
We have them back, and
Yeah.
shouldn't have taken this long.
Well, yeah. And then it was
Yeah.
funny because Biden, I think Biden was asked the other day during a press conference of some sort. I think it was yesterday. They asked him a question. I can't remember the question. Forgive me. But then he said, why didn't Trump do this? Well, 2 out of the 3, prisoners were, imprisoned underneath the Biden
Administration.
term. So, yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
what could Trump have done for those 2 people who weren't even imprisoned yet? So,
Yeah.
I mean, and I
it's-
do believe he got like 50 something people out of prison for nothing in return. Whereas I don't know that we even know what the deals that they've made to get these 3 prisoners out.
What was the basketball player that we traded the Lord of Death for?
Brittany Griner.
Thank you.
Brittany Griner, thank you.
Yeah, Brittany Griner. So let's just be real. The Biden administration does not have a good track record of trades.
Negotiating, no,
No
not at all.
negotiating whatsoever. It is.
They do not have that skill.
They really don't, because you have to negotiate from a point of power. You have to negotiate from a point of strength. And when you're dealing with somebody who doesn't know where he is, but knows what his favorite ice cream flavor is, and then you're dealing with a VP who thinks she knows where she is, even though she's in a different universe, you're not going
She doesn't
to be able
belong
to.
where she is.
You know what? The calluses on her knees say otherwise.
I mean, we don't know whether she has calluses on her knees, but the worn out spots on the knees of her pantsuits might indicate that she does indeed have calluses on her knees. I'm just saying.
It's not. And here's the thing. Everybody's like, that's not been proven. Yes, it has. Willie Brown, she was 20. He was like 60.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
P.
she was
Diddy had her
29,
on his
but
arm.
still, that's weird.
I could have sworn she was 20, but I could be I
I
could be
heard
wrong on her.
29. Either or. I mean,
I'm not
still
typing
pretty
into
weird.
Google what age was Kamala Harris when she sucked Willie Brown's old shrivel dick. Like I'm not doing
Well,
it.
the
I'm
Goo-
not doing it.
The Google the Google AI is going to give you something interesting.
It's going to give me the wrong answer, because did you see what Google is doing? If you type in,
they're always doing something.
if you type in Trump rally, okay?
Yep.
It shows Kamala Harris Trump news.
Yep.
If you
That
type in
always brings
Kamala
up
Harris,
Kamala.
it only shows positive things about Kamala, but it shows Kamala when you Google Trump. Yeah, but remember, big tech is totally unbiased.
I just fact checked that because I wanted to be factual.
Yeah,
Of course she did, Lex.
It's true.
Of
It's
course
true.
she did.
It's true.
yeah. No,
No,
by
but
all
what he
means,
said was
fact
true.
check it.
Yeah, but what he said was true. Don't you start with me, Dalton.
I fact
Son of
checked
a
it
bitch.
when I first
I
saw
know
it as
what
well.
you're doing. I know what you're doing, Dalton. Going to get
I'm
me
not
all
doing anything,
riled up,
that's
trying
Shell.
to get it up to 100. It's how Fred Astaire went through so many pairs of shoes from practicing so long. Oh,
Shell.
that's very mean, Joe.
Do you think that
We're going to
she-
need you to calm down.
Do you think that she has a? You guys think that she has like an extra like budget just for pantsuits and lube?
I mean, if
I mean,
she's
You
worried
think,
about
you think a
budget, I
FOIA
know
request would be able to grab that info? Can we submit a Freedom of Information Act request to know what Kamala's pantsuit budget is?
So
You know-
I don't know that she can do. I mean, not you can't. I don't think she can spend that money on a from a official capacity. I think it would have to come out of.
No,
her-
they're aren't they given a portion of discretionary spending?
clothing allowance and stuff.
I know not for campaigning they don't. You can't
Not for
buy suits
campaigning.
or anything for campaigning, but for
No.
official duties, I'm not sure.
I think no,
I'm
we
not
have to do
sure.
it for official duties. Otherwise, it would go under the FEC.
Yeah, but if
It's not going to be
Kamala's,
through
you know,
FEC.
yeah, but if she's campaigning, they could, you know, and I don't know. It kind of seems weird. I feel like I don't know.
Campaigning. Is that what we're calling it now?
That's what I was trying to go into. But
I'm gonna text my wife really quick and say that I'd like her to campaign for me tomorrow.
Notice at no point in time does campaigning mean that you have to be vertical while doing so. Right?
The FEC guidelines do not specify what position.
Exactly.
You have to be in. You can't.
It's crazy. What if somebody wanted to campaign just laying down? You know what I mean? You can't only campaign vertical.
Oh
now,
my
they don't
God.
specify what you're doing while you're horizontal. Maybe you're tying your shoe. Maybe you're clicking a button, or you know,
a bean.
I misspoke.
Did you?
Yeah, I meant to say button, but you know, whatever. Hey, I gotta go pee.
Go pee, buddy. Go pee. Speaking of the FEC, and I know you already know this, Dalton, but I don't know if the community or the listeners do. Act Blue is currently under investigation.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's and I believe they're under investigation for money laundering.
Whoa, who would have thought?
Yeah. Now, also, I do know that also involves Josh Shapiro. So we could.
Whoa.
Yeah, because Josh Shapiro is one of the people who's being accused of using election funds illegally to launder through Act Blue.
Beautiful. You know, speaking of Josh Shapiro, so did you see the mayor of I think it was let me see. Philadelphia.
Was it Philadelphia? Yeah.
It was Philly. Yep, the mayor of Philly accidentally released a video basically saying that Josh Shapiro was the VP. Now, I will say there are a lot of people who are saying that this was not official, that he's not official, and that this was just the mayor of Philly basically saying we support or we endorse Josh Shapiro. However, I'm about to play the ad, and it doesn't really seem like it. Now, I will say this was done from the mayor of Philly through her campaign. So this was not connected to the campaign of Kamala Harris, but we're gonna play this ad real quick and hopefully I get it right. Yep, here we go.
Philadelphia, we got work to do. We're ready to rumble, y'all!
I'm Mayor Sherelle Parker, here with leaders from across our region. Kamala Harris is on the road to victory.
And the road goes through Pennsylvania.
And in Pennsylvania, we're united behind her. The woman that's tough and can lead.
Are we ready to fight for it?
She is the right person at the right time for this job. That's gonna do right by labor. Gonna do right by working people.
And I can't think of a better partner than our Governor Josh Shapiro.
His policies have not only supported the working class, but have set standards for progressive leadership that benefits all citizens.
Philadelphia building trades.
IBW for Kamala Harris. Montgomery County. Bucks.
County.
Delco.
Chester.
Northeast, South Philly, North Philly for Kamala Harris.
We're getting behind Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris for president.
And Josh Shapiro.
Josh Shapiro.
Josh Shapiro for vice president. Now we need you. Let us and Kamala Harris know you stand with her. Together, we can do this. We are one city.
One region.
One Commonwealth for Kamala Harris.
So yeah, I don't know if that was so apparently people are claiming that was published immediately rather than scheduled on accident, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So but the whole entire time I'm watching that, it's like the whole entire thing's like we stand with Kamala and Josh Shapiro for VP, but like we stand with Kamala. And it's just like, okay, that's cool. It's hard to take you guys seriously, but okay.
Well, so and here's a couple issues that I see with Josh Shapiro as somebody who lives in Pennsylvania. The man is able to be bullied into backing down from anything that involves good policy.
Hey, that sounds like an excellent VP for Kamala.
And by bullied, I mean literally the union workers need to just complain, and then he will rescind his support of something that would be good for the American public and the public in Pennsylvania, like school choice bills and things of that nature. He'll say, I'm all for it, and then back away from it the moment they cry.
So no backbone. Nice.
No backbone whatsoever. Second thing, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but there is a bunch of speculation surrounding him covering up somebody who might have been unalived by, like 6 stab wounds to the chest and 2 to the back of the head, and it's ruled a self-unaliving.
Oh.
By him.
Oh, by him?
By him. So that's
like
interesting.
he did the unaliving? He did the unaliving.
Well,
he did the ruling.
No, he did the ruling.
Oh, the ruling.
The ruling saying it was a self-unaliving.
Gotcha.
But it was very Clinton-esque. And then also there's somebody, I forget her name. I believe she's part of the Treasury. Don't quote me on exactly where she is in the government, but she does not support Shapiro, even though she is a Democrat, because he's covered up sexual assault allegations during his own campaign time that she says precludes him from doing it.
I don't know. Well, I don't see the problem. He kind of seems like he fits right in with the club.
I think he definitely fits in because I mean you look at by the way, is that Lex's mic?
Lex, what are you doing over there, bud? You like breathing into the microphone?
That's breathing. I'm not.
No, it sounds like
I have my fan on.
Maybe that's the fan. Is it oscillating?
No, it's a AC. It's the return air for AC.
No, you know what it sounds like? Cars driving by.
Well, let me check something.
It kind of stopped. You're really delayed too.
Oh.
That's because of the background. If he turns the background off, he would not be delayed.
Oh.
That's the processing power thing I was talking about.
What about now?
No,
the
sound
noise
is, I guess,
gone.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, that's my AC. So in about 15 to 20 minutes, I live on the Texas Gulf Coast region. You will see rivulets of sweat pouring down my head. So if something starts blinking more usual, that's what it is. I'm doing this for you guys. Right?
Oh, so you sure it wasn't the AC that did it?
Yeah, the AC.
Geez.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you do overheat, we'll just have to. Yeah, you'll either have to suffer or we'll have to suffer. But somebody's suffering. But so going back to it, he's in my mind, he's a piece of crap. Now the guy he ran against to become governor of Pennsylvania was also a moron. But he's horrible. He's a piece of human garbage.
Let me ask you this. So if Josh Shapiro gets the nod for VP, the lieutenant governor is likely to, take over, right?
Horrible.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't have to.
They are Josh Shapiro. I would liken it to what Kamala was to Biden, the worst of two options.
Oh,
so just this.
That,
but with a touch of psychosis and authoritarianism behind it. So
Let me ask you this. Would a certain senator be a better governor than your lieutenant governor now?
Talking about old fat man?
Are you talking about Fetterman?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know.
Fetterman has said some things that I do agree with, right? He doesn't believe that China should be buying land in the US. I agree.
Whoa.
I think that people would.
A Democrat holds that view? That's crazy.
He held that view after he had a stroke, and I think he even said that it unwokeified him, which is really funny.
No, hilarious. Him pre-stroke was just like cringe, and then him post-stroke, It was like, what's going on right now?
Yeah, like I'm agreeing with him more and more. Now,
it's like, What is going on right now? Can Biden get this treatment? What happened? Can Biden have a stroke?
Yeah. So,
I'm not serious about that.
Would he be better? No. Would he? Do I trust him? No, I don't trust Fetterman at all.
Right.
Do I think that Pennsylvania voters will buy into it? The cities. I want everybody to understand, if you travel anywhere outside of Philly or Pittsburgh, it is just diehard red, like blood red. But it's just the cities. And the cities look like shit, are run like shit, have crime like shit. And you wonder why? It's because the people they put in charge are shit. So you shouldn't take that shit and elevate that shit to a higher point of power to then be a bigger piece of shit.
Yeah, I've been to both Philly and Pittsburgh. Philly was worse.
Philly is bad, dude. Philly is so awful.
Bad.
Pittsburgh isn't as bad, but it's still bad.
Yeah, but
I mean that's kind of universal among big cities, right?
That is true. Yeah,
it's very true. Philly was the worst city I've ever been in. That was wild.
Yeah, Philly is not a place that I go.
I went there with a buddy. A couple years ago for a concert. Just randomly went to a concert there, and it was pretty wild. We took a couple Ubers. That was not an Uber experience, Uber fun experience, I should say.
Did you discover a locket with a picture of Hitler in it? I saw your tweet.
I know. Man, that joke went over so many people's heads.
I loved it. I love that joke.
I was so disappointed with everybody who was just like, oh, blah, 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 talking crap or whatever. And it's just like, you guys don't even understand the joke.
It's like, and you're commenting on these guys' videos and you don't even really watch them, do you?
It's like you guys follow Donut and you guys don't even realize the joke that I put. Like 90 people got it, but like there was 10 people who didn't. And it's just like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
That was a great joke. I'm glad
it was a great joke. It was a great joke. I loved that joke. That joke made me cackle.
I haven't just lived in Texas. I've lived all over the place. And for a little bit, I was actually working up north in Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah. We opened up. We renovated a small Irish bar with about 2 or 3 of my friends. One of this dumb yappy blonde, and they stuck me in charge of cleaning up everything inside the toilet.
It's always Philly, isn't it? It's always Philly, isn't it? It's always sunny.
Yeah.
Not Philly. It's always Philly. It's always sunny.
It's always sunny. Yeah.
I don't know why you're laughing at my life experience, my lived experience, as people would say nowadays. I don't see why that's so funny. That's incredibly rude. That's cool though, but whatever.
He's got a short temper.
Mac.
Yeah, good short. Let's put this out here. Thanks. Thank you, Shell.
Shell's
I appreciate
got your
that.
back,
Let's just clear up everything right now for people in the audience that might not have seen much of me standing or watch our YouTube channel. Tack is 6'5", 6'4", something like that.
6'5".
6'5", yeah. I'm 5'4". I'm a teeny tiny little bastard, and every time I make a fucking joke, then Tack's got to throw in some fucking short humor. Oh, it's just fucking short.
I just want to pick you up. I just want to pick you up like a child. That's all I want.
Blonde-headed Viking large penis man. You need to fucking calm down. Yeah, thank you, Shell. Thank you,
Lex, I'm taller than you. That's the sad part.
Fucking everybody is, obviously, except for Shell.
I mean, my daughter is quite a bit taller than you.
Like I said, everybody's daughter is taller than me, and people, for some reason, they want to turn that into some sort of gotcha. Oh, my fucking 10-year-old.
No, you can't help it. I think you're adorable.
Join the goddamn club. That's okay. You're back in my good graces. Good job. All right, so you just keep saying that.
I want to pick you up because I think you're cute.
Picking me up is not hard to do. It's putting me back down again.
Oh. Now,
mostly because I'm a spider monkey. I just kind of latch on.
Yeah, he just latches onto you and starts humping your side.
I have no overlays to go past 75 other than 100, and we're not there yet. So
yeah, we're not there.
We're definitely past 75. We're definitely past 75.
Like, I'm gonna say we're probably in like the 85-ish region.
82. I was gonna say 82.3%.
Shell,
why specifically that number?
Because.
Okay.
I don't
because reasons.
I don't like the show.
The Seven Dwarfs had a long lost brother. Crazy.
I've never dug anything. I don't know.
When I went to Philly, we went to. I'm not
I don't
sure if
sing either.
Yes, you do. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Terror Behind the Walls. It's like an asylum that you can go visit during like Halloween and stuff. It's an insane asylum. And, you know, they have those like fake actors that try and like scare you or whatever. And my wife and I went there. And, you know, it's in Philly. And you have to go there at night. And I'm going to tell you, I will never be going back to Philly ever fucking again, just because you will see people doing drugs in the streets. You will see people pissing on the side of the road. Luckily, my car didn't get broken into. We actually took my wife's old car there. Thank the fucking gods we did, because her old car was a piece of shit, so nobody wanted to steal it. Mm-hmm. She had an old 95 Mustang convertible that was awful.
It's got to be pretty bad. Yeah, it's got to be pretty bad if no one's willing to steal it.
Oh, yeah, it was a piece of crap. I think we paid like $1,200 for it because we needed like an interim car before we got our new car. And it was a piece of crap. Nobody stole it. Nobody wanted to. But the amount of just people and degeneracy that like I saw in the time that we walked from where we parked to the asylum. And I want you to all understand, this is like a 10-minute walk. And in that 10 minutes, I saw enough crap to make me say, yeah, burn it down. The place is horrible. Philly's horrible. I haven't been to Pittsburgh in a very long time, but because it's a city, I could assume that I hate it.
Yeah. I went to a concert in Philly, and it was super weird. We were in like this really bad hotel room, or hotel, I should say. Like, and the room, it was really bad. It was probably the worst hotel that I stayed in. And then to make matters worse, we took an Uber. This was well before the pandemic, but I swear to God, the person was like way ahead of their time. The Uber driver was way ahead of their time because they had everything like wrapped, and they had like disinfectant wipes everywhere. Like they were all tricked out. It literally looked like
it's because they have so many drunks and druggies that they pick up, drunks and druggies that are vomiting and pissing and shitting. Yeah.
Now we went to a church. We went to a heavy metal concert that was in the basement of a church, and the church had a Black Lives Matter sign on it. This is about 2018, 2019, 2019. It was 2019, March-ish.
And you said it had a Black Lives Matter sign on
the church. Black Lives Matter on the church. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we're definitely in some deep blue city right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Where like every business has like 5 pride flags, like because they all mean something different now with the different triangles and stuff. And then they have every pro whatever. They're all Palestine now because reasons. You know, really.
What was the band? It was the Hanson brothers. Was it Hanson?
Hanson, Mbop.
Did they do Mbop? Were you dancing with Mbop, Dalton?
I had no idea what you're talking about.
He was asking if you're leaning over in a church.
You're leaning over the rail, and you were hoping to touch one of their hands.
I don't even think he knows who Hanson is.
I don't even know. I don't. You don't know. It's going right over my head, dude.
You don't know Mbop? Oh my God.
I think so. I don't know. I live under a rock, dude.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was on like the radio in the 90s though. Oh wait, no, you were like born.
I was 5. I was at least 5 at the end of the 90s. All right.
True.
Okay, that might make a little bit. I still think you would have heard them.
I might know what you're talking about, but
I'm gonna play it for you after. I'm gonna play it for you after, and then you'll you know who Hanson is. Lex, I got your joke. It was funny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Shell knows who it is.
Whatever, Shell.
Dalton's too cool for that. That's what it is.
I don't know a lot of like older references and stuff. I don't know.
What was that Australian band with the 3 brothers that had that fucking song that everybody lost their shit for a while? They were kind of like the Hanson brothers. No, dude. Oh, do you live under Grudge Rock, Dalton?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, you're talking about One Direction? Those fucking losers?
No, it was 3 brothers. We should get off the topic. I can't remember their fucking name. It's going to spiral into fucking nothing.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, it will. It will. especially if it's
Silver
music.
or something or other. Silver Frog, Silver Fang. I'm not entirely sure. Whatever.
Crazy Frog?
No, he was. Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, so dicks, huh? Yeah, let's talk about dicks.
Yeah, let's talk about dicks. Dalton, show us other news stories that have to do with dicks, because I guarantee one of them does at this point.
Let's talk about dicks.
I don't know if it really involves that, but we got the whole Kyle Rittenhouse drama going on.
Well, people were being dicks to him.
That's true.
They were.
Yeah,
they were.
So
that fucking weirdo cat turd was all like,
"Oh my god,
him!" He's fucking acting like a goddamn
cat turd. Is Trump derangement syndrome runs on both sides. I just want everyone to understand. You have the people that are anti with Trump derangement, and then there are the people that are just MAGA to the point of absolute, just like foaming at the mouth. You know?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, that's a funny comment.
So. That is a really funny comment. Yeah.
Dalton is just a rich kid who's never listened to poor music.
Yep.
I mean, like I write music on a zero budget. Like, I hope you guys understand that. Like,
same.
I put a lot of money into it, but at the same time, I get no money from it at all. Like,
want to know how much I made on my album?
$4.29.
No. So off of the streaming, I've made $36. Already. And then off of like sales, I've made another 30.
Damn.
I'm fucking rolling in those big bucks. I could almost afford a meal at Chili's.
You're almost 100 air.
Yeah, almost.
You would have been able to afford that 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, well, the economy, because they used to have the 2 for $20. I would have been able to get my wife and I nachos too. Would have been great.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Buy my album. Sorry. But
all right, so we got Kyle Rittenhouse. This was less than 24 hours ago. All right. So the reason why Kyle is kind of in the storm right now is because he came out and basically said that he was going to write in Ron Paul for president. And now Ron Paul, is my belief, Ron Paul is probably the best president we never had.
Yes.
We should have went that direction, but we didn't. And anyway, so Kyle, he released a video kind of talking about it.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
All right, so before we get into the news that broke today about it, I will say that while, yes, that is a principled stance to take if you're a single issue voter, and that single issue is gun rights, because there are things that Trump did that weren't particularly pro-gun, and it pissed a lot of people off who supported Trump because they thought that he was going to do a better job of protecting that. And so while I think that it is fair criticism, the MAGA did not like that from Kyle Rittenhouse.
No. So as I said, TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, runs on both sides. And you had a swath of people that were blocking him, including, as you said, Lex Cat Turd lost their fucking minds.
Kyle lost like almost 30,000 followers because of this.
Yep.
Which people were pissed.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't want people that are that culty to follow me anyway. Never assume that just because, yes, I am voting for Donald Trump, that makes me MAGA all the way, no matter what, because that's not me. I'm going to tell you right now, I support principled people. I also have my issues with Trump, which is why I supported Vivek in the primary. I want you all to understand. I've been very freaking upfront about this.
Same.
I do not like the cult mentality on either side of the aisle. And there were people that were saying, oh, they wished he got a guilty verdict because Trump stepped in and funded the lawyer stuff for him when he was going through, the whole Kenosha thing. Like, first off, so you're saying that he owes him that out of a debt of loyalty? That's not how this country works, okay? That is, first off, that is also like very close to a quid pro quo. I don't like that. Vote for him because he did this.
Over that.
Yeah, so
right.
Don't even give me that shit. Loyalty is not something. Loyalty is something that is earned, but it's something that you can take away very quickly based on being betrayed or having those principles be denied. You lose my loyalty if you do those things.
Now, what I will say is, it is very culty from the MAGA people, like the very like staunch MAGA people, because it's basically they basically engaged in cancel culture overnight, and like they don't even realize it. It's like you're trying to cancel Kyle Rittenhouse because he's not voting the way that you want.
Yeah,
I mean, we live in a free country. You can vote for whoever you want. I don't care who you vote for.
If he voted for a rock, I wouldn't give a shit. I will say this. I saw a tweet about it that said, he did luckily take out a pedophilic Kamala voter. So we're still +1 with Kenosha, no matter what. So there's that.
Sometimes, especially when you're dealing with subject matter like executing pedophiles, you got to have a little fun.
Yes. I forget who did it, but God bless them because it was fantastic. Fuck the culty shit, man.
Yeah, it was not fun and entertaining because like there was a lot of people who I follow who kind of engaged in it, and it really sucked because it was just like I don't like seeing that at all. Like I'm very much a live and let live kind of person. You do you, as long as you're not harming anybody, I really don't care, more or less. And so it's I don't care who you vote for. You can vote for RFK Jr. for all I care.
100%.
I've got friends who are likely going to vote for Kamala. I've got friends who are likely going to vote for RFK Jr. I've got friends who are going to vote for Trump. It's like I really do not care. It's your character that I care about more than anything. I'm not going to let politics divide me, and I'm certainly not going to let whoever you're voting for, dictate who I'm going to associate myself with. And it just kind of sucks that everybody was like, oh, unfollow Kyle because of this. It's like Kyle can do whatever he wants. Now I will say he's in his very early 20s.
He's
very impressionable. You could tell that throughout the entire trial. You could tell that throughout just following him over the last couple of years since this happened. Very impressionable. He will look at something, and if he thinks it's cool, he'll go with it. And then sometimes that does blow up in his face, and it does suck. It's a learning experience. This entire last 24 hours for him has been a huge learning experience for him, I'm sure. And so, with that said, he did come out with a statement today. And, some people are giving him crap over, backtracking his comments over this. However, there are some people like Cat Turd who actually said, I was the harshest person, going after you. But you did apologize for it, and you kind of came to your senses. I think I could probably scroll down.
That's not what it is, though. That's the thing. The whole Cat Turd, you came to your senses.
Maybe not.
No, it's not. He came to his senses. So
he said he now agrees with him.
So Rittenhouse said that he talked with the Trump team.
Yeah.
And that he was assured that there will be no more of those kind of advisors by Trump.
Right.
That they will be staunch supporters of the Second Amendment. And if that was enough to convince him, fine. Obviously, the whole him saying no take backs or whatever, that shit for the Ron Paul thing. It's like, well, as you said, he's young and impressionable.
I will say there is a community note on that tweet that video. And the community note was basically like he did in fact take those back.
Yeah, I love community notes. Never delete X. Never delete X.
Really funny.
But here's the the comments being ill-informed and unproductive. No. They were principled, if anything. If you have your principles, stick by your principles. And then stick by them until somebody convinces you that they will support your principles. Now, if Trump was able to do that and, you know, say, hey, this is my plan, then cool. Then I have no issue with the statement whatsoever. I do take issue with the fact that he's saying he was ill-informed. I don't think so, because to be honest,
I don't think so either.
I haven't seen Trump come outright.
Yeah.
I've seen JD Vance come out and say, fuck the ATF, but I haven't heard Trump say, we will abolish the ATF.
Right. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that Kyle was ill-informed either. I think that, he was right in his criticisms. And I think that if you come out and you say, I'm voting for this person and not this person because I have some issues with the way that this person handled something, that's a fair criticism, I feel like, and that's holding Trump to the fire. It's holding him to his word. It's like, hey, you didn't do what you said you were going to do, so I'm going to vote for this guy. Now, I don't know exactly what him and the Trump team has, talked about, but I can only hope that, Trump is surrounding himself with more people like Ron Paul. That would be incredible. He's already.
I want him as an advisory role.
That would be amazing, dude. Now Trump did come out and say that he pledged to put a libertarian on his cabinet, which would be incredible. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, Vivek," and it's just like, well, Vivek's not a libertarian. He's libertarian leaning, but he's still a Republican. If Trump is serious about actually putting a real libertarian on there, that's going to be very interesting who he picks. Because I don't know what he's thinking in terms of who that could be. Because everybody has their different opinions. The libertarians, you can never agree on who's a real libertarian. So no matter who he picks, there's going to be libertarians who are not going to be happy about it.
Libertarians don't agree with libertarians. That's
right.
It's the joke and the truth. But also, I'd like to point out that you actually kind of touched on. Genuinely, it is your duty to hold those you vote for accountable for their actions and their votes and for their policy. And if you don't do that, you're in a fucking cult. If you are unable to criticize a poor decision without everyone turning on you and stabbing you in the back, you are in a cult. Don't be in a cult.
And like your duty should be to the Constitution, not to any person or party.
Yes.
And so Kyle coming out and saying, I'm writing in who I think is going to be a better person to uphold, their oath to the Constitution. And I thought that was fair. I know that he's also very I know he's very influential and everything, but I think that's why I think that's why he honestly suffered the backlash that he did, was because everybody kind of views Kyle Rittenhouse as an influential figure in at least the culture war or whatever. So I think a lot of people were really upset that they didn't, he wasn't planning on voting their way. And it is a shame because, like I said, your oath should be, or your loyalty should be to the Constitution, not to any person. And so, I mean, I wasn't going to pile on Kyle for his decision. That's his decision. It is what it is. I may like it. I might hate it.
With this.
You are really lagging, man.
I am. Right,
yeah, turn your virtual background off. We'll have to deal with the green screen.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh, don't, not that button. Fucking hey, fuck you.
You're one of those guys with a green screen.
I am.
You're still lagging, by the way. You're still lagging.
It might be because my computer's getting hot because of no AC.
We'll turn your AC back on.
You want me to exit and then come back in, or?
We can try that. Did that work? Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, you could try dipping out and then come back in.
Okay, cool. Whenever I come back in, there are two things with this Kyle Rittenhouse thing that need to be talked about. I'm going to hold you to it. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Sergeant Potato said, haha, Dalton said duty. Haha, Tack said duty.
God damn it.
So Lex dipped out real quick because of audio issues.
I have a wireless headset, sir.
Okay, well, you clearly do not have audio issues, so
yeah, no, I don't. No, I heard. So yeah, it could just be because it's overheating, or it could be because both of you are on a Mac. So
Hey, it's better now.
Hey, nice. There
Okay.
might be something wrong with my fucking internet or whatever. Regardless, two things with this Kyle Rittenhouse thing. A, that motherfucker should not be talking about politics. He's way too fucking young.
Yes.
He's experienced all kinds of fucking just ridiculous levels of hardship, which leads into two, nobody should ever question this dude on what he intends to do or how he intends to do it from now until the point he fucking dies. Because I can tell you, from a shit and get moment, from a fucking hot trot, from a fucking whatever phrase that uses two words that sound similar to each other, that dude exhibited levels of sophistication in his ability to understand. This is where I'm going to sound like Kamala, so I'm going to say a whole bunch of words that don't mean anything. But he exhibited levels of being able to understand threats coming at him, ways to handle a threat without mowing down people in the fucking. Yeah, that's the fucking word that I was looking for. God damn it, Dalton.
Yeah.
You hate poor people, but you don't hate uneducated people. I know. It's fucking irritating. Yeah. So he showed situational awareness of what was going on in his immediate area. He shot the people he was supposed to shoot. He didn't shoot anybody else who wasn't supposed to shoot. He turned himself into the police immediately after that. There are 99% of people. What?
He tried to turn himself into the police, and the police almost shot him over it.
Right. There are 99% of the people that have ever heard about Kyle Rittenhouse that think positively or negatively about him that would have
There's
fucking
still people who
thrown
think
the
he shot
gun
black
down
people.
on
There's
the
still
ground.
people out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have
Wild.
lifted up their hands. They would have immediately surrendered because for some weird reason, there's something in that kid's fucking brain that allowed him to go into that situation, have that happen, and him hold his fucking self together whenever that happened. That means that he is an exceptional individual and he doesn't need to fucking apologize to anybody. He needs to just fucking vote how he wants to vote. Fuck everybody else. Cat Turd included. If Cat Turd ever fucking listens to this shit, fuck you, you retard. You fucking sit behind a PFP motherfucker. You need to fucking suck a cat dick is what you need to do. And then take that turd and then fucking wiggle it right around the edges of the cat dick so that whenever you're done sucking the cat dick, you have a cat shit mustache around your fucking mouth. You're a fucking retard. Fuck you. Boom. What?
I will, but I actually
said we are officially at 100%.
But I wholeheartedly agree because first off, Cat Turd. Here's the thing: does Cat Turd post a lot about Trump? Sure, yeah. Do you obviously need people to make people aware of Trump? Sure, you do. The problem is that Cat Turd is incapable of calling out bad policy. Incapable. I've actually been seeing a lot of good stuff coming out of the Hodge twins lately about Trump's marketing team. They flat out said, no, we need to do this. And every single time Cat Turd says, oh, you're just retarded. And it's like, no. They have a good point. They need to step up their game because, Kamala's a moron, but her marketing team isn't. The DNC is shrewd. They are cruel. They are calculating. They know what they're doing, even if she doesn't know what the hell today is. That's the issue with Cat Turd and people like that is that they are incapable of actually having principle. They want somebody to have principle on their behalf.
Yeah, and another issue that I take is a lot of the MAGA people, they went after Kyle and like you said, they basically said, I wish you would have been found guilty by the jury. And it's like, that should never be what you default to when you're upset with somebody's decision or opinion. And so it's also, it's like the government tried to railroad this kid for 3 counts of murder that did not occur. He acted in self-defense.
The president called him a white supremacist.
Yep.
Yeah, the Joe Biden called him a white supremacist. Like this kid, he acted in self-defense 100%. The jury found him completely innocent of all the charges. And the government tried to railroad him, and then all the people who supposedly want small government are going after him and saying, we wish the government actually, had their way with you. It's like, get out of here. That's ridiculous.
That just tells me that they are not pro Second Amendment.
You stand on no principles and you deserve no opinion. Your respect is of no value and your opinion is of no concern.
Here's the thing.
I have hold on. I have an opinion real quick that does actually matter. I had to pee.
Go for it.
Beautiful.
The thing is I will always respect the right of the individual to have an opinion, poor or otherwise. your opinion necessarily doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to put value in your opinion. I'm only putting value in your right to have one.
I mean,
that's First Amendment right there, 101. Yeah. Even if we disagree, right. And I think here's the thing: I've been in my Discord, and Dalton, you've been in my Discord, and we've had. You love my Discord.
It's been fun. There's been some fun moments.
But point being is even though there are a lot of people that agree on most things, there are disagreements that arise. And what do? They talk about it, or they flat out say, you have the right to that opinion. I don't, but you do not. That doesn't mandate respect for the opinion that you have. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I've also discussed things with people that we do not disagree on. And that is perfectly acceptable, because I am not attaching my political ideology to my humanity. And you shouldn't do that either. You're human. And then you also have beliefs. Now, the only thing that this doesn't apply to, in my mind, is communists, because they don't believe that you have any human rights.
There was a provision in the Civil Rights Act that said that,
sadly,
sadly overturned or whatever. But it did say that communists were not people, so
they had no human rights. Yeah. For what was it, like 20 or 30 years? Commies had no human rights.
It was very based.
God, McCarthyism didn't go far enough. Anyway, McCarthy should have been more like Pinochet. Helicopter rides and,
Look at where we are now. Hey, we're on YouTube still.
Helicopter rides to see the sights over the beautiful landscape that is America.
With more than one parachute. Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody says whether or not the parachute's functional. Anyway, continue. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Everything's in Minecraft.
They deserve to be thrown out of helicopters in Minecraft. They deserve to hit the ground and go splat in Minecraft and lose their diamond pickaxes in Minecraft. Forever.
Diamond pickaxes are expensive.
On Minecraft Hardcore, by the way, because then you can't come back. They have to you just can't. In Minecraft. So no, but it is completely true. Now, going kind of into, let's just be real, we're talking about Trump. He did speak at the National Association of Black Journalists. It was like a conference, right?
I believe that Kamala, I could be wrong. They probably invited Biden to speak, and then Biden, that whole thing, and then Kamala. Maybe they just invited Kamala. I can't remember. I really can't. But I know Kamala was invited, and then I think because she became the presumptive nominee, she backed out of it. Said that she was too busy, and then they said, "All right, what about through Zoom?" And she was like, "Nope, too busy." And Trump was like, "I'll be there in person." And then he got there in person, and the media was saying that he was late, and he was actually backstage waiting on them to figure out their technical difficulties. And then he came out, and the very first question wasn't really a question. It was more of a, "Hey, you're a
accusation." It was an accusation.
Yeah. And now it's funny that he, the media, I listened to CNN this week in my car, because I like to listen to what,
because you hate yourself.
I don't agree.
Because
I hate myself.
You like anger. Yeah.
Yep, I like being angry at the world. Yes. No, but I was listening to them, and they were like, they were basically saying Donald Trump hates being asked hard and difficult questions. It's like, okay, Kamala hasn't done one interview since becoming the presumptive nominee, and now that she's the actual nominee, she still hasn't taken any questions from anyone in her official capacity as vice president or in her campaign capacity as the nominee for president. So it's like, what are you talking about right now, CNN? Oh yeah, nothing useful.
Well, to be fair, it is very difficult for Kamala to do any interviews when she has nothing of substance to say. And if you're wondering why that is, this is just so then you all understand. If you go to Donald Trump's website, you'll see, of course, a donation page. You will see a page that says Meet Donald Trump or something akin to that. You will see a bunch of that stuff, media tour stuff, press kits, and then you will see a thing that says policy or something of the sort. But see, this is Kamala Harris's website. Now, when you first get to the page, there's a pop-up that asks for money. Now,
of course,
at the top, I'm not sure if you could also tell, but she asks for money. But let's see. She has a store to make money. Take action, which is to put your name in to raise money. Or you can hit Meet Kamala Harris, which is the base landing page, which tells you all about her. It's honestly, it is just a really crappy read of who she is and trying to make her sound good. But do you notice that there's no policy?
Yep, I noticed that.
Yeah, there's not a single lick of policy on her website.
I'll do you one better. Let me share my screen real quick.
All right, I have stopped sharing, sir.
So this is Joe Biden's website. You notice anything? Oh, wow. Yeah, the fact that it literally looks the exact same as the website you just showed that was Kamala Harris's. So they literally just cloned Joe Biden's website. And
they removed the issues tab. They removed the issues tab.
On JoeBiden.com, they have the accomplishments tab. They have the issues tab. And you scroll down and it's like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. And then you click on, you go up here and you click on issues. And it's like, oh, okay. All right. Some drop down. Oh, okay. He's got some policy stuff. All right. But then, you go to Kamala and, ask
there's
for
the
money.
pop-up.
And then it's just like, we supposedly already know Kamala because she's VP, but where's her accomplishments? Where's her issues?
By the way, I tried /policy /issues. I tried to see if there was a backlink or anything, and there was nothing.
No, and by the way, thank you so much, Tac, for saying / not / when we're referencing a URL, because that's one of my pet peeves.
Well, no, it goes this way. It's forward. A / goes the other way.
/ is the correct thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, but why would people call it a /? It doesn't go back.
Retarded. Because people are, do you know
it's
how
only
many
a
times
/ in Hebrew.
Do you understand how many times I have listened to the radio and people are like, go to carwash.com / this. And it's like, no, it's / And I get mad at, I get like, I can listen to CNN all day, but if I can listen to CNN all day and not get mad, I can analyze what they're saying and everything. I can take it in. But when I hear a commercial of somebody saying / when referencing a URL, I get mad. I get very mad. You guys can tell.
Okay, real quick, I gotta set something up real quick. But whenever I come back, I really want to dive deeper into this whole Trump getting the questions asked to him thing.
Yeah,
because I got something in mind for this.
All right, okay. Is this the last time we're seeing Kennedy tonight?
No.
Okay.
I don't trust it. Do you trust it?
Me neither. I'm doing something real quick.
But what I will say also is it's not just that her website doesn't have policy. When she is speaking, she has no policy. The only thing that I believe that she said policy-wise is that she believes that guns should be banned. Assault weapons should be banned.
She did say that, yeah.
Yeah, so, but she has no actual, I believe that we should, negotiate in this way to have this deal, this outcome.
She doesn't have that skill. No. If you remember on the debate stage back in 2020 when she was running for president the first time, and her and Joe Biden were going back and forth, and he said we need a constitutional either amendment or we need Congress to pass, gun legislation and everything. And if you remember what she said, why can't you just say that we're going to do it, Joe, or something like that? And it was just like, because it's unconstitutional, Kamala.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, are we serious right now? So it's like, yeah, I do feel like, if she, God forbid, becomes president, she will try to do something, trying to take away people's guns, and it's going to backfire on her. Hopefully, in such a beautiful fashion, but hopefully she doesn't.
With the Supreme Court as it is, it's going to backfire because we've already had Bruin. We just had the Chevron deference removed. So those things are completely off the table now because everything is held up to historical context now, as it should be. From the founding of the United States, that's how it's held up now. And Chevron, meaning unelected asshats, can no longer just make rules. that has to go through Congress. And that means that it has to go through Congress, and then it's going to be checked up against Bruin.
Beautiful.
That's what needs to happen. So Kamala's a fucking moron. And so is what Biden has said recently, that he wants to put limits on the Supreme Court and limit presidential immunity, things that would once again require an act not of Congress. It would need a constitutional amendment.
Right. Yeah. And he wants radical things, like he wants 18-year term limits for Supreme Courts. He wants it so that every president has the opportunity to basically nominate a Supreme Court justice, and it's just like, since our founding, that's never been how it works. So you can screw off. You're a lame duck anyway, so you can literally screw off. So Lex, I saw you walking around in the background. What were you doing?
I was setting my lights. Because I have an apartment. I have an apartment with no overhead light in it. They want you to buy those stupid fucking things. So there's a reason that I wanted the light set up, though, right? I saw some of the video of Trump having that little back and forth with that reporter, and I think that a lot of people would really appreciate a little bit more personal reinterpretation of that. God, no. So what we're going to do is, you're Donald Trump.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I am Miss Angry Lady.
No, Dalton's gonna be Donald Trump. I
can't do Trump. I cannot do
Trump. You're just saying his lines. You're just saying his lines.
You don't have to. You don't need to do Trump. You don't need to do Trump. You know, and I'm definitely not going to do. I'm not going to do a black woman accent. This is going to be all. Why is my hair
not Kamala?
Holy fuck. No. I'm not
code
Kamala.
switching.
No. There's no code switching.
Hey, Shell, you want to be Donald Trump over here?
I think I might have my wig on sideways. Hold on. Will that work?
I don't think you understand how to wear a wig.
I don't at all. I put this on in the dark. That's why it looks so good all the time. Dalton, you're Donald Trump. You don't even have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. No, you don't have to say anything. You can just. This is basically how she was.
Sure, I'll sit here. I will be Trump.
Yeah. So just real quick to sell the thing, right? Just have your arms stapled to your sides. You know? Yeah. It's pretty much like.
Hold on, let me tighten your water bottle real quick.
Yeah, that was fantastic. All right. So I'm the reporter lady, and this is how it worked. I'm not, like I said, I'm not. It's in my mouth. I'm not going to do her accent. Yeah. I'm not going to do her accent because that's wildly inappropriate, and I am down with the Black Cause, Black Panther.
Audio listeners are so lucky right now.
Thoroughly confused.
They are so lucky.
I got you. Watch Cryptic Creators. You'll understand. So so this is how she did, right? So I'm just going to do this as Dr. Emily Carter. Trump. So, former President Trump. You are a rat bastard, fuckface, piece of shit. Would you care to defend yourself against that accusation? So just go ahead and defend yourself. I dare you, because I'm judging the fuck out of you right now. You rat bastard.
Well, you're from MSNBC, which is the fake news.
How dare you?
I don't know.
How dare you impugn my news organization? So we have good microphones and good wigs, and we have everything and really good lights. So how can you say that you're the piece of shit doo-doo head? You're a doo-doo head.
This is accurate.
You're a bad man. And then reporter. I'm supposed to
the moaning. You're going to Dr. Emily there, bud.
No. I just lost track of my questions I was supposed to ask you.
That was South Boston, wasn't it?
Oh, are you having technical difficulties? I think the venue's having technical difficulties.
I'm talking to my producer, gentlemen. If you would just stand for 1 second. I'm supposed to ask him really mean things. I'm not being mean enough. Oh, sorry. You're a fucking doo-doo head. And then that's the end of the question. Anybody want to ask questions? Nobody wants to ask questions. All right, I'm done. Go fuck yourselves.
It was all accusatory rhetoric. None of it was questions about anything. And also, I'm not sure if you guys saw, So there was, of course, the actual, from the conference, their filming perspective. Did you see the one from somebody in the audience?
No.
Oh,
they were all laughing?
Okay. They were laughing every single time he made fun of this woman. Every single time that he came back and he retorted.
Sorry, first it's Friday. Long week. I thought you said that somebody asked him a question from the audience.
No, the reactions from the audience.
The reaction, yes, I heard that. Yeah, they thought Trump was like funny, like comedian funny.
Yeah.
Like everything he said was funny to them, and not like because the way he would respond, it would make them look the people asking the questions, the interviewers, make them look so foolish for asking the question in the first place. And a lot of it was like leading questions. Like they would ask him questions like, in the past you've said this because you're this. So how do you justify this? And it's just like, what? Like the first question, it was so funny because he pointed out brilliantly. He was just like, and not everything Trump says is brilliant, but like this was.
No. He
was just like, I don't get a like, hello, how are you or anything. It's just right into it. All right, fine, let's go. And then the whole interview. And so it was a weird and wild interview, but I think Trump did fairly good. I mean, I think Trump strives in when he goes into I'm just reading this comment stuck out to me and I just have to address it real quick.
Dalton's tism.
I got distracted. Sorry, my tism took over.
The backslash. The
evil backslash. No, it's just it's I think he does really well when he goes into the Lion's Den. And
I was gonna say that
CNN will tell you otherwise, but
that's the thing is also he's willing to go into the Lion's Den.
Unlike Kamala Harris, you will never find Kamala Harris agreeing to like a Fox News or any right wing kind of leaning questionnaire or anything like how much you want to bet she's going to do a Fox News town hall in the next 90 days.
Wasn't that also the big issue? So there was the presidential, because Kamala's been going around saying, oh, Trump isn't going to debate me because he's scared. And it's like, no. He offered to debate you on a fairer platform, but you said no. That's what happened. You said no to that platform. You said you'd only do it on MSNBC. I believe it was MSNBC, correct? That was going to host the next debate between the two.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's like, that's going to be completely impartial. And we already know via history that your side is literally spoon-fed fucking questions beforehand and prepared for it as a result of it because you're given notes. I'd prefer to do this in a place that is completely removed from that, and then we can talk about who we would want to moderate it. And I think that's a fair stance. Like, if I wanted to have an open debate, I'm not going to have the person's best friend being the moderator. That's not a fair debate at that point.
What? That's how I do debates all the time. I have not only I'm having a certain point, the moderator also agrees with me, and then the other person also agrees with me, so that everything I say, everyone already agrees, and then we go on about the show. It makes for a much shorter show, right? So
you're a woke feminist. They love you. They love you. You're a woke feminist.
No, that's Dr. Martinez.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no.
You need to get it right, dude. You need to get it right.
Get your doctors right. All doctors
Dr.
look like
wrong doctor.
Dr. Emily Carter is total egalitarian. Everybody needs to do to their utmost ability.
Yeah. Now, I do want to talk about something, because here's the thing. We could go on and on about this because everybody already knows that there's media bias. Everybody already knows that this is kind of what's going on, right? But we've touched on politics quite a bit. I want to talk about something that I did in real life that was enjoyable for once. I took my daughter to go see Twisters.
Whoa, nice.
The new movie. How was that? It was a fan-fucking-tastic movie that was just, it was, here's the thing. It wasn't like the original Twister, right? Because the original Twister, I even believe the actor said, like, I can't stand up to Bill Paxton. Like, I can't be that, so I'm going to be this. Cool. Yeah. Fantastic.
Fair.
But it was an enjoyable enough movie. And I know, Lex, you saw the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which you said was also awesome.
Yes.
the reason that I also wanted to bring this up is because there's been a trend in movies for years now where it has to be injected with some sort of messaging, right? Constantly. The reason that Twisters was as enjoyable as it was, there was no fucking messaging whatsoever. None. It was literally just, I mean, I think the only thing that you could talk about in it, and this isn't spoiling anything, is like maybe some political corruption. But it wasn't like directed at any particular group, anything. And for the majority of the movie, I'm going to say 90% of the movie was just a kick-ass movie about fucking tornadoes.
Right.
Cool.
And I'm glad you clarified that you went to go see a movie with your daughter as opposed to the atmospheric phenomenon that has 60 to 70 mile an hour rotating winds that can suck the roof off a house. I was about to think you were a really crappy dad, but you clarified, you clarified you weren't storm hunting.
I've done storm hunting, me and my wife. We have done that. It is fun for me. My daughter has been in Twisters before, actual tornadoes. I have always gotten her into the house. That is first and foremost, is to get her into a secured location.
Nice.
So I am a good dad in that respect.
Real quick. Got a question. This is a teeny tiny little question. Who changed my name? Who's the one that changed my name?
That was 100% him.
Dalton?
Look at that shit-eating grin.
God damn it. That's the look that a lesbian has whenever she got in her second Subaru. You know that he's incredibly pleased with himself.
This is his second Subaru. Hey, man, it's good in snow, okay? It's really good in snow.
Yeah. And also, I do see in chat, tornadoes are strange that not everything gets taken up. That is very true. So as somebody who's been in quite a few of them, some where I've lived, others I've gone looking for. It's really insane how it can graze by and then this structure is perfectly like intact, but then their garage is gone or their neighbor is gone. It is insane how that even works. Tornadoes are fucking cool though. I remember being a kid, one of the first books I bought myself at a Scholastic book fair, which are great.
Nice.
Was a book on tornadoes, and I got another one on hurricanes. I love storms. I think like nature's just wicked as shit. So it was a really cool movie to see because of the fact that it didn't have that injected political messaging. It's good to have a break from that. That's what Hollywood should be about, is entertainment. And I actually saw an article about this that said that Hollywood is trying to go back in the other direction to get Republican watchers back in because they've lost so many.
You know why that's not going to happen?
They're not willing to give up the messaging, you think?
No, it's not that they're willing to give up the messaging. I'm rolling up the pants leg of my pants because I've taken my shoes off, and now my pants legs are now like further than the fucking feet. So yeah. Anyway, okay. So you can't. Problems. Yes, you cannot go into Hollywood and say, okay, we need to tone down this nonsense. We need to tone down the social justice nonsense because that leaves you open to someone else who is meaner, more ruthless, and more intent on climbing the ladder to point at you and go, do you not care as much as I do? Are you not enough of a good person as I am? And whenever everything revolves around whether you are the most compassionate motherfucker in the room, you cannot drop down that ladder and say, okay, we need to add just a little bit of pragmatism on top of the compassion. So that is never going to happen until there's like a whole fucking, we just got to march in there and evict a whole bunch of people and, put Tack or Dalton in charge of.
I agree, actually. The thing is, though, the fact that it's being mentioned at all, that there is an attempt, shows that there are people with dissenting opinions there, which is a good thing in my personal opinion, because if you're in a room with people that think just like you and fall in line, once again, you're in a cult. That is an echo chamber. Fuck that noise. So I'm really
you're unable to voice a differing opinion, even the possibility of a differing opinion. If you can voice that, hey, maybe we're not doing things the right way we should be doing things. If you're able to even voice that, that is a step in the right direction. So you might have something.
So I was really happy to say, because I think it was Salon magazine that I could be wrong in the magazine. I think it was Salon that said essentially that the plot of Twisters really missed hard because they could have talked about the growing danger of climate change. And the director of the guy who created the movie flat out said, I don't care about messaging. I wanted to make a cool movie about Twisters. And I'm like, oh, thank fucking God. It's the only reason I saw it. It's literally, I was like, okay, cool. After hearing that, I'm going to go see this movie with my kid because, like, now it's worth it to me. Obviously, I can't take her to see Deadpool and Wolverine because she might be mentally quite a bit higher than 13. You know, she's an extraordinarily intelligent child. I'm still not taking her to something that has that much Deadpool.
There's a lot level. There's a lot of Deadpool. And in one scene, there's more Deadpool than you ever thought that you would fucking see.
Yeah, so I'm glad.
Have you guys seen it yet? Lex, have you?
I have.
Lex has. Jimmy also saw it. Both of them have said that I should see it, but not to take my daughter.
Fair.
The only negative part about me seeing is that I had to answer a phone call right in the middle, right whenever Deadpool, before he started all this shit, was actually talking to the TVA agent about the whole purpose of the movie.
No, it's not
that's
really
all. That's in all the trailers. It's in all the trailers. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even say the TVA dude's name, Dalton.
Can I also bring up the fact that
you just hate me because I'm poor?
I hate the movie
you just got
rating
paid.
system.
You just sold your house. You got more
I
money
already
than I
told you.
do.
All the money's gone from hookers and blow, dude. I'm fucking broke again.
But what I will also say is I hate the movie rating system just like I hate the game rating system.
Yeah.
Because what I did is I asked you, Lex, and I asked Dimmy, do you think this would be appropriate for my daughter? And you both said, fuck no, pretty much. And I said, cool. I don't need some other asshat that's all about censorship or whatever else to make that decision for me. I like the idea, and I will always prefer the idea of talking to people within your own circle that have those experiences and saying, what do you think about that? That is a far better way of doing it. So we need to make another return to that as well.
We just need to get rid of the MPAA.
We do. We
There's
definitely
a whole
do.
movie. There's a whole movie right around the time. There's a whole movie that right around the time that Team America World Police came out that they did an entire expose on the MPAA, and it basically boils down to a fucking unified cabal of people, much like a bunch of people and some very shadowy figures in an underground cavern deciding the decision of things, you know, that were involved. They basically a bunch of like housewives and fucking old retired people that were sitting there deciding, yeah, this movie needs to go into this category, and they're unaccountable for all of their decisions. It's complete bullshit.
Well, also, do you remember the movie South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut?
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I think that's the one you were talking about. So what they did is they kept submitting the movie, and they kept rejecting it. So what Matt Stone and Trey Parker did, and I love these two motherfuckers for it, is they made the movie. The final product was more vulgar, had way worse jokes, but they did it in such a way that those people were too fucking stupid to see it.
Yep.
And so the initial one was nowhere near as good because they had to go through this bullshit process and they wanted to piss people off.
Yep.
Always blame Canada. Exactly. Fuck Canada. Canada doesn't exist.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I know some Canadians. They're
so do I.
Entirely too nice for their own good. Yeah. I'm not your guy, buddy.
I'm not your buddy guy. I still love.
I gotta watch that again.
Do you guys remember the South Park episode where they're talking, where they have a new prime minister and he's mentally inept, and he wants Canada to go on strike, Have you guys seen that one?
No.
Oh, it's so fucking funny because all of Canadians go on strike and the world gives 0 fucks and just keeps on going. And then he's like, the phone rings and he picks it up and he goes, hello. And he's like, shh, everybody, I think they're ready to cave. The world can't do without Canada. And then they're like, yeah, since you're not using Alberta anymore, can we have it? And it's the funniest fucking shit. And at the end, the Canadians finally realize that the guy's retarded. And then he says, well, what we are doing is we're putting you out on an ice float and setting you adrift. And it's the funniest fucking shit because it's Trudeau. It is literally the personification of Trudeau. It is so brilliantly done. I love South Park. They are so much more intelligent than 99% of show writers out there.
Yeah,
and
it's been a while since I've watched South Park.
I need to watch more. God damn it.
You need to reprimand Shell. She is leaking valuable information on the fucking the little stinger line.
Wait, where? What do you mean?
The little line at the bottom, the Chiron.
The
ticker, yeah.
Oh, no, I gave her permission for that.
Oh, okay, all right.
I did give her permission for that.
Valuable information.
Yes, that is actually. I want everybody to know that what you're seeing at the bottom of the screen actually is valuable information. And for anybody who is just listening, I shall read it once it cycles through again. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I have zero idea what this is in reference to.
So I know you don't. Beware the singing spatulas. They herald the apocalypse. The library books are plotting their freedom. Only the golden pineapples can save us now. That is the message. Take it home, ponder it, think about it. Okay.
Memorize it.
Memorize it.
Run it through
will mean something at some point. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Talk to Donut Operator on Twitter. Everybody at him and ask him for a special CIA NASA software. It can help.
Oh, that does come in handy.
It does.
That's good software.
Yeah. I love that software. Use it all the time. Use it all the time.
Yeah, it was so rad of him to give you a
100%. Yeah, no, it was great. Thank you, Donut. Thank you.
I haven't gotten anything like that. And I actually was the police, you know.
Yeah.
So, you're one step above.
No,
us,
but
bro.
you got body armor and a very, very, very dirty asshole.
Man, just the dirtiest. You ever had your butt cheeks just squeezed together so tightly that they form like a hermetic seal?
I can only go to 100%. I need to do 1,000%.
And then like your asshole hairs are like this, just poking out of the bottom. And so all the sweat and bacon giblets that just pour out of your butt after eating like a Louisiana plate lunch, they just kind of like dribble out, and then they just pocket themselves a little glob at the bottom of your butthole hairs. And man, if you get near like a tracking dog, all of a sudden they lose their scent, and it's just you go around in circles for 14 and a half hours.
So pleasant. So thank you so much.
I agree with Sergeant Potato. Keep your pineapples away from my pizza.
I also agree with that. Pineapples have no business in your pizza. Hawaiian
pineapples
pizza.
Shell. Pineapples, the symbol of socialists in general.
If it is upside down, however, it is a symbol of a communistic body, meaning that anybody can have a turn.
Pineapple on pizza with fucking what's that? Not Canadian bacon. It's that
ham.
Ham?
Yeah, it's a ham slice and everything. That tastes fantastic. What the fuck?
No, it does not.
Yes, it does. It tastes great.
You have to remember. Thank you.
This is coming from the guy who enjoys like $3.99 pizzas from like Dollar General, and he warms it up not in the oven but in the microwave.
Who said he would choose that over a steak?
If there weren't so many more people that ate like me, and there weren't the people that ate like you, fucking highfalutin motherfuckers, there wouldn't be freezer boxes full of
eat like you are the reason the obesity crisis exists in this country.
If you had a choice between steak and pizza from Dollar General, what would you choose?
Steak
like a $50
or pizza
steak
from Dollar General,
or like a really nice cut of steak, or
depends. Am I in a rush?
Like a frozen pizza, like the worst frozen pizza you can think of. What would you choose?
Yeah. It depends. Am I in a rush?
A steak takes, dude. If a steak should never take more than 5 minutes to cook.
I didn't say anything about cooking a steak.
That what you said about a rush.
But didn't you say a steak at like a sit-down restaurant kind of thing?
No.
Or is that just cooking a steak?
No, a steak in general.
Every time. I would do the pizza every time. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, I've got hair on my. Like, it's super easy. You just fucking don't forget about it.
See, we are not in an echo chamber because we have on guests who we often disagree with, including Lex, when it comes to pizza versus steak.
Yeah.
If you do a YouTube poll right now, Tack, and you ask the audience, pizza or steak, let's see who wins.
I'm actually going to do this, except it's specifically a frozen pizza, correct?
Yes.
Shitty frozen pizza.
So I'm going to say
like $2.99 pizza.
Yeah. Totino's pizza. Totino's frozen pizza.
Totino's?
It's super cheap.
You're biased. You like it. That doesn't count.
I didn't say it was bad. I said it was super cheap.
It's the cheapest.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. I have started the poll.
Cheap. Yeah.
I put Totino's frozen pizza or a nice cut of steak. I want to see. So far, nice cut of steak is at 83%, 86%, 83% again.
I haven't voted yet. Hold on.
Again. Oh, you haven't voted yet?
I'm not even going to bother voting. That's how confident I am that it's going to come out. That I'm going to come out on top. Shell, you need to stop it with your fucking editorializing of the Chiron at the bottom. You need to fucking take your goddamn AI. You know what the fuck you're talking. You don't even have a mouth.
Wonderful.
What are you talking
she's
about?
A wonderful producer. You will treat her with respect.
Actually,
she will kick you out. She will. I will kick you out.
Yeah.
Oh, she kicked you out. She kicked you out. Beautiful.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did. I was going to, and then she beat me to it.
So, by the way, I love this comment because it's a two-parter, right? I'll straight up say it. I choose steak over pizza any day. And are you ready for comment number 2? Even if I don't have teeth. Because it's the proper choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the PFP on the guy. He's obviously mentally deranged. He doesn't count as a good fucking choice to represent an opinion from. Fucking bring come on.
Should we rewind like 45 minutes?
This or that. What do you
to Lex wearing a wig and taking his opinion seriously?
It's called improvisation, sir. That's a sign of a healthy mind. I'm just saying. I know I'm not Dr. Emily Carter. That is a character, sir.
Fair. That is a fair point.
Said by an insane.
I make fair points all the time.
Now,
as a matter of fact,
totally.
My pizza over steak thing is a fair point.
So, since we're talking about an obvious war that is occurring within this discussion right now, should we also talk about the fact that we're probably on the brink of World War III right now?
Yeah, that's probably.
I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely.
So, for anybody who doesn't know, right now, I'm sure you've heard that Israel is has taken out particular leaders that might have to do with another group called Hamas.
Yeah.
And I believe Hezbollah as well, correct?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But they have sent strike force. They've pretty much bombed other countries, taking out particular leaders of those organizations. Now, as a result, those countries have now, of course, said that there will be retaliation because no fucking shit. And the United States is sending carrier groups over to Israel to...
Are we going to be at war before this election?
I think we will be. I actually think we will be.
Yeah. Is it because wartime presidents tend to get reelected?
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah. So, and I would also like...
Commands are going to be super confusing to carry out. They're going to be like, and then you gotta go 23rd longitude, and then butterscotch.
So this is completely true. So Hamas and Hezbollah are both terrorist organizations funded by Iran, which is where the country that was bombed. But Iran has the money because we've sent it to them. We are currently funding both sides of wars. That is what is occurring. I want everybody to understand that. We are definitely, here's the thing. I've said this before. I'll say it a million times. During World War I, at the start of World War, actually, fuck it, let's go to the Revolution. There were so many people in the United States that did not know that the Revolutionary War was going on for a long time. Same with the Civil War. They did not know. Same with World War I, World War II. There were people that did not know that at the time that war technically, historically had started because the conflict hadn't escalated to the point that it did yet. We could very much be in those same beginning stages of World War III. We just don't realize it yet because the conflict has not escalated to the point where it's going to affect everybody in that way. There are probably people in these countries saying, oh, we're at war. This is World War III, where they're probably gathering their allies to, you know, go against the new powers that be. This is definitely a bad thing. For anybody to, I am very anti-war. If it does not directly involve American interests, I'm very anti-war. I also believe that if it does have American interests, and I'm not talking about allies. I don't like the idea of my allies under attack, so I must go. No, there should be a legitimate reason. But if we do go, it should be swift, it should be quick, and it should be, we're fucking...
Not a forever war?
Not a forever war. No ground wars.
Not a 20-year war.
People always talk about how horrible the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were. They ended the fucking war very quickly. If you are going to go to war, it should be war to end war immediately, as fast as you can. And with our military might, we have that ability to do so. That should be the goal is, okay, you're fucking with us. Okay, say goodbye to your country. Yeah. And then return right back home and then go, cool, okay. We're not doing that.
To your point, when you said, you know, we very well could be in World War III right now, we just don't know it.
Yeah.
I think Ron Paul said that we are in World War III, and it started November 22nd, 1963.
He did say that. Now, that would make it the longest war.
Yeah, I mean...
in American history.
If you technically count it, yeah.
If you technically count it. I would say that this is much more... if we were being realistic, I'm going to say probably the 2000s, right? Like global war on terror, because you're fighting an ideology, you're not fighting an army at that point.
Yeah.
But
it's like the war on drugs. It's very vague.
It is very vague.
It kind of seems like an excuse for the government to just keep things going however they want it, for whatever reason. As long as it fits their definition of whatever they want it to.
Yeah, Scimitar makes a very good point in chat. We've been in World War III, but it's mostly informal style of warfare, proxy wars, information manipulation, patriotism versus nationalism. That's very true. Because we're in a proxy war right now against Russia with Ukraine. We are funding Ukraine, obviously, right? We are doing the same with Israel, Hamas, Hezbollah. We're doing that with countless countries, probably ones that we don't know about that have not been made public to any degree yet.
I mean, we're distracted by our own culture war right now that's going on. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I'm speaking as somebody who hasn't been in war, right? And I'm very upfront about that.
Well, your chat would disagree, but all right.
Oh, my chat would disagree, but my chat is also trying to Brandon Herrera the fuck out of me, and they're assholes for it. But, Lex, you have been overseas. You have been in the military. That's something you have to. What are your thoughts on? Do you believe that we're in currently the beginnings of war? Do you see this going and escalating further than it currently is? No,
we're not in the beginnings of war right now. You know you're in a war whenever you have something definable as a war, proxy war, information manipulation, fucking all that other shit. That's political maneuvering. That's all that is.
Okay.
And tribes and governments and countries and kingdoms have all been doing that since the beginning of mankind. If you want to label that as a war, we've been in World War fucking 16 million by now, right? We are not in World War III. World War III is whenever people start shooting other people that either you share a country with or you share the country with that is a neighbor of. You know you're in a war whenever you're in a fucking war. The Cold Wars and everything, those aren't really wars. That's just they just give it a phrase like that to give fucking people that live in that time something fucking cool to talk about.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
It's clickbait.
Well, so I'm not saying that we're currently in the war in the context of fighting. What I'm saying is that when we look back in time and we look at when World War II started, or when the Revolutionary War, the shot heard around the world, when those things started, there was no formal necessarily declaration as yet of war for many, many years to come, right? That's what I'm saying is that, do you see that this could be that kind of ignition point that is going to lead to that eventually, that we're going to, like, say 50 years in the future, they're going to look back and say, oh yeah, August 2nd, that's when World War III started because of XYZ.
Who knows what people in the future are going to write about in the present? Just like you said, there are some people that didn't know the Civil War was happening because they just did not happen to be within a certain amount of distance or access to any sort of postal carrier to tell them the war is happening.
Yeah.
Just because there is something happening on the opposite side of the globe or a couple of states over, that doesn't mean that you are in any way associated with it, regardless of whether it's happening within or because of your country or not.
Yeah.
Because everybody's community is just a bunch of people that are close enough to where you see them every day. This nonsense about everybody worrying about shit that's happening in Ukraine, don't fucking worry about that. Yes, your taxes are fucking going there, but your taxes be going to a whole bunch of dumb shit for a very long fucking time. So I don't see why people would be all up in arms about this in particular, right? So worry about war whenever it comes to you. Because if you worry about it beforehand, before that, then you're going to end up just like these fucking blue hairs that are claiming that the patriarchy is everywhere. You're going to be looking for the fucking giant hole in the ozone layer as an excuse to not clean your fucking room or, comb your wig to make sure that motherfucker looks good for the next time you film. Worry about what's happening around you and the people that you directly interact with. Other than that, there's no telling how everything that we're doing is going to be seen 50 years from now because we don't know everything that's happening around us. You only know what you've been directly exposed to. You know what I mean?
That's very true.
I will push back just a little bit. All I will say is we shouldn't not care about war until bullets start flying. We should
notice. I didn't say don't care. I said don't worry about it.
Right, but I feel like we can't just not worry about it until it automatically happens someday. Like we should probably be a little weary of things that are going around. We should strive to be, kept up to date and everything on what's going on.
My thing is that it has less to do with that, and it actually goes to a point that Lex mentioned, which is, yes, our tax dollars are going for it. That's where my worry is I just don't want U.S. involvement. Everybody says, oh, that's isolationism. We'll call it whatever the fuck you want. It's not really isolationism because I believe in free trade. I believe that trade actually creates peace because peace through trade means both sides profit, both sides benefit, right? I don't like the idea of us funding other people's wars, nor do I like the idea of us sending troops over to fight somebody else's wars. I don't like that. Agreed. And that is something that I can worry about because it is currently happening, right?
Right.
Now, whether or not that it's going to become World War III or that it's going to escalate to a point where it tumbles out of control, it's all conjecture. Of course, it's all conjecture. It's all speculation because that's all we can do because we don't have, first off, all the information. But the information we do have says we are sending billions upon tens of billions of dollars to other countries that shouldn't be there anyway, because if you really want to help the American people, cut the spending, tax us less, and let us prosper. That's my big concern.
And it's money that we're sending that we technically don't even have.
No, we don't. So, no, we're what? How many trillion in debt are we currently?
35.
13 trillion.
Is it 13?
I made up a number.
Wait, no,
I made up a number.
Way more than
35. I want to say we're 35 trillion.
US.
I think we just hit. I think 35 million or 35 trillion.
I'm looking up the U.S. debt clock right now. It is 35 trillion, 125 billion, 742 million, 360. Well, that's going to keep going up every second. But yeah, so we're at 35 trillion, 125 billion dollars in debt. That's my big worry, because as you said, Lex, it's worrying about what's going on around us at our home, the things that are going to affect us. That affects us. But as a result, so does sending that money over, because we don't have it. That worsens that problem, right? So of course you have to some degree, you have to care enough to stop the funneling of money into those things.
Right.
You know, that's where I'm coming from. The only way you're going to stop it is by, I hate to say it, but you're voting the right people in is not something that's worked ever in life, right? You need to dismantle.
Iltech, you're a son of a bitch. You're correct. You're still a son of a bitch, because I know what that. You know what? I know exactly what that means, and you're rude. So
that's funny. That's funny.
That's what I think.
That is funny.
That's what I think.
But
let me just reiterate.
Nighthawk just tried to correct me. It's like, yeah, I am tired, and so I'm eating hot and spicy beef jerky to keep me up.
Let me just reiterate.
Sure.
You can care about whatever you want. Worrying too much, being too focused on something.
Oh yes,
it is beyond your control. That you have. Right.
I agree with that.
Too focused, hyper focused. Being so focused on something that you cannot change.
Right.
The only thing you can do realistically is to put someone else in power by voting them in power, and then hoping they actually follow through with the promises that they made on the campaign trail. That is a recipe for losing hair and ulcers of the butthole. You don't want either one of those to happen.
Yeah.
So the only thing you can realistically do to not turn yourself into a batshit raving maniac that occasionally puts on a fucking woman's wig every once in a while and acts extremely horny is you have to make sure that you're worried about the things that you can change. I'm not an alcoholic. I have never gone to Alcoholics Anonymous, but worrying about the things that you can change is a really good way. That's it. You know, that's another aspect of Dottie. She was a former Alcoholics Anonymous fucking person, a director of Alcoholics Anonymous, which would make a horrible story.
Oh, but God.
Yeah. People that are mentally broken and waiting to rebuild themselves, you know, with other people directing it.
So it's what I will always say is there's a difference between healthy skepticism, you know, and healthy worrying. And obsessive and paranoia. Yes. And
make another drink.
Go for it. So my thoughts are always going to be that it should be on the healthier side of things. If we hyperfixate on things, then you lose sight of everything around you. That's tunnel vision. It's also why let's just be real. It goes back to that single issue voting is bad because you're looking at this one thing, but then they can be committing atrocities all around the other shit. I don't like that. So I agree with that wholeheartedly. My big thing is my fixation is on, I want a better life for myself and I want a healthy, happy life for my family and my daughter.
Yep.
That's not going to happen, or that is at stake with the way that the powers that be are currently spending and sending people over to die in wars that are not ours. So what can we do? As Lex said, we can vote people into power that will hopefully do something different. Now, I already know that Trump has said that he's going to he's going to pull all the money back from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Step in the right direction.
So. Yep. Now, I will say, it's not the only thing that we can do just to vote and hope. I mean, we can do things like what we're doing right now. We're discussing it in front of people. We're kind of talking about what we think about things, and some people like that. Some people like hearing new people's opinions, and we're a new podcast, so
yeah. And but it's not just that, like, yes, you can vote, but
like
also
we're exercising
engage.
our First Amendment right and engaging in all the topics and everything and giving our opinions on it.
Don't just engage here is the point. Engage with the. Here's the thing. Engage with your own circle. Eventually, that ripples out. So Lex is 100% right. If you engage in the things that you can change, eventually that problem that was far away begins changing, because the change started by a million people in the right place,
Yeah.
Also, I just got a fantastic image from Kat, and I just want to share this because, my God, is this fucking hilarious. Kat.
Do I know
Here we go.
Kat is?
You've met Kat, but I'm not sure if you know who Kat is. I'm just going to share it really quick. And it says villains smiling like. And so up here you've got the wonderful solo leveling, right? I'm actually not sure what this one's from. I do know this is Attack on Titan. This is Kamala Harris, and then of course this is what, the Mouth of Sauron, I believe is his name. I believe that's his name. But yeah, no, that's pretty fucking accurate. Lex, what do you think?
I think the bottom one is Jody Smolier. She was my second grade English teacher. God, that's what that was.
Well played.
Yeah. You notice that whenever I showed up, Tack had to leave. It's because he actually paid a compliment to me whenever I had left, and I had my little earbuds in, and I could hear him say it. And he was not wanting me to be able to accuse him of being a dirty, rotten bastard by not agreeing with me with the more plainly common sense question of steak or crappy ass pizza. He was wanting to avoid confrontation. I understand that he wants to avoid confrontation. I'm a confrontational person.
You want to know who won that war?
Me.
We won that. No, we won. Steak.
No.
Steak was the winner. Steak was the winner.
No, it was obviously not. I looked at the Twitter poll. It was 99% me and fucking 1% you guys.
Oh, Twitter poll. Weird, because we did a YouTube poll.
That's what I meant. That's what I said. You heard me wrong. Yeah, you heard me wrong. There's something wrong with the microphone. I was glitching or something, and you heard me wrong.
So I'll tell you this right now. I'm staring at the poll right here. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Boom.
You guys.
Boom. Bam. Yeah.
That's obviously election interference. That's election interference.
Oh, yeah.
You called in a bunch of bots because you're a guy that knows computers and stuff. That's what that is.
That's what that is?
It's election interference. Yeah. That's
it's not an election. It's just voting. Nobody's getting elected.
Yeah, voting. What do you think you're doing whenever you're electing someone? You're voting. I'm just saying that this is interference.
We're not electing.
Dalton called in a bot farm. Dalton called in a bot farm from Russia.
I'm being accused of election fraud.
Yeah,
voter fraud.
That's exactly what this is. I mean, obviously, who would a nice cut of steak, please? You fucking try to pass this bullshit off on me. I got a fucking good bullshit meter up here, sir. You didn't fucking get it past me.
You did lose this though. I just acknowledge.
I don't accept that. I'm going to tell a bunch of people to invade the front lawn of your home, and then halfway whenever they're there, I'm gonna go, "Whoa, guys, this fucking kid don't do anything retarded." But then too many retarded people are already there, so they do the dumb shit anyway. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm predicting the future.
Who's clicking buttons right now?
I don't know. I think it's Shell.
You crafty bitch.
Shell, what are you doing?
I'm trying to fix it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That gave me a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
Shell. No worries.
Fucking great. Remember, our producer is amazing, but she will fuck with us.
We gave her way too much power. We gave her way too many keys to the castle.
Which one about that one cat that likes to sit next to her and just kind of meow and then kind of bat at her leg, jumped up in her lap, claws extended, and just went ape shit, and she was just trying to bat it away with the mouse in her hand. Which one? I bet that's exactly what happened.
See, I actually think it's far more likely that she was trying to fuck with us, or that she misclicked by accident. I think those two, yeah.
Yeah, but that would involve like 4 or 5 misclicks all happening.
MRE versus
MRE
Top
versus
Ramen.
Top Ramen. Fucking
MRE.
Top Ramen every day, son.
Yeah, top
What are you
ramen's
talking
pretty
about?
banging.
MRE.
Top Ramen is fucking super instant, bro. You gotta fucking.
No, I'm with
Come on.
Lex on this. Top Ramen.
That's fine.
Hands
That's
fucking
fine.
down.
MRE.
Why?
Yeah.
More variety.
Oh, he hates it. What kind of wait? Your top what? Let me guess. You're one of those people that thinks Top Ramen only has chicken flavor.
No, I just don't like ramen.
Oh my god. Okay, how are we friends?
Fucking Tommy. God fucking damn. I knew it. I
God
told
damn
you this
it.
in a fucking DM 13
I
weeks
will
ago,
agree.
Tag. I told you.
I will agree. It does depend on the MRE. So with nuance, I do agree with that.
No, it's Top
I would
Ramen.
rather set my ball sack on fire than go anywhere near a cheese tortellini MRE.
Well, no, that's common. That's common sense. That's just the unwritten rule of the MRE.
Hey, can somebody clip that and just send it to me in a DM? That'd be great. Thank you. The balls on
That'd be
fire
super
thing. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah. If he hates the pores, of course he hates
read that.
ramen.
That's
Yep.
not true.
You know, here's the thing. Hey Dalton, have you ever been to an actual ramen shop?
Not in one, no.
No, have you ever had actual ramen, like tonkatsu ramen?
Yeah, I did order one from here in where I live. Almost said where I live. I did order one from where I live, and yeah, I didn't care for it. It was during the pandemic. I did not care for it. I
Which
actually
one did you order?
Spaghetti and they screwed. I ordered spaghetti and they screwed up.
You ordered spaghetti from a ramen place.
Yep.
From a ramen place.
Yeah.
So you didn't order ramen.
Well, it was like noodle. I don't remember what it was. It was like they
Udon?
had noodles of all kinds. No, it wasn't that. It was like a noodles.
It was
of all
noodles
flavors.
with a bunch of red sauce and some meatballs on it.
Well, that's what I ordered, but that's not what I got.
Why would you order that from, first off, a ramen shop?
I
Yeah.
wanted spaghetti.
That's crazy.
So
I
you
don't know.
wanted spaghetti, so your thought was ramen.
Ramen. No, it wasn't a ramen place. I should clarify. It was a place that had noodles from all over the world, and spaghetti had just happened to be one of them.
Okay.
Now, Tag did ask you, have you ever been in a ramen place? And then you said, I
not
ordered something
inside.
from them.
I said
Then
not
you did
inside.
not. No, but it's not a ramen place. A ramen place
fair.
is a Japanese ramen
Okay,
house.
fine. I will let you guys win this one. Fine, go for it.
One day, I'm going to have you try tonkatsu ramen.
That
And then
sounds
you were
awful.
no, because it is bone broth pork ramen and it is fucking delicious.
I will clarify. I don't like seafood, right? And you
Okay.
were talking to the guy who did not eat Swedish fish because I thought it sounded gross.
Okay, but it's not seafood, Dalton. It's
I
pork.
know. I know that now. I'm
We're also talking to the guy.
That's
We're also talking to the guy that mixed up Olive Garden with a ramen place, apparently. So.
Yeah, fuck it.
What, you think I was going to let the pores have one?
Hey, by the way, Brandon agreed with me on that one.
Who agreed?
True.
Brandon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought you were talking. Yeah. By the way, Society Zero, thank you. Yes, legit ramen is truly amazing. It is
Hell
fucking
yeah.
phenomenal.
Hell yeah. That's a guy that enjoys really cheap microwave pizza, too.
I'm a really picky eater, and clearly Kennedy over here is not.
No. He's a garbage disposal. He'll eat anything placed in front of him. I'm a picky eater, and I eat legitimate ramen because I'm not a fucking communist savage.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Dalton,
say
I
it.
just called you a communist. Tack added the savage on that. That's I'm just saying, bro.
No. You if
Hey,
you
Shell,
are
Shell, what can we do with Lexa and Tack right now? What can we do? if we call him a
let me
communist?
just say this.
Oh, it's my show now.
Hey.
So what I'm going to say is this. Hey, Dalton, I'm going to go to Olive Garden tomorrow, and I'm going to ask them if they can make me some, like, I don't know, beef bulgogi or something like
That
that.
makes no
Because,
sense.
well, that's about the equivalent of what you did. You fucking went to a random place and you called it a ramen shop. You were like, I've never been inside, but I ordered from there during the pandemic, and I ordered spaghetti and fucking meatballs.
Okay, fine.
The fuck? Tonkatsu ramen or pho?
I'm not a fan.
Pho's
I'm
really
not
good
a fan
too.
of ramen noodles. Not a fan.
Pho
Like, literally,
is
I have
fantastic.
ramen noodles.
Pho is
I have ramen
fantastic.
noodles in my kitchen right now, and like that's very much a last resort.
You don't even
I
want to
don't
know what
care
my
for
last
ramen.
resort is. You don't even want to know, dude.
That's true. You eat cardboard pizza. You prefer cardboard pizza.
Dalton would not do well in China, where the seafood
I would
might
not.
meow and the pork might bark.
I would not do well in China.
That's so fucking accurate. That's great.
I had
But-
boiled goat in Iraq.
That's funny.
It was fucking phenomenal. It was so good.
I could see. Here's the thing. What do they call it when they have it on like the rotating thing and they slice off the meat?
It's
What's
just
it?
kebab. Kebab.
Yeah, it's kebab, but it's a specific term for it. I forget what it's called.
Oh, gyro.
No, Euro is another thing. I forget what it's called. It starts with the S, I think, though. It's not shish kebab. But that's fucking
Spaghetti.
good. No, not spaghetti.
Spaghetti-ish.
No, not a rotisserie. A rotisserie is a rotating chicken. It's a vertical and then shawarma. Thank you. Shawarma.
That's it. Yeah, that's the word I was getting to. That's I actually had that word. I knew I had that.
Okay, well, shawarma is
I believe
fucking
you.
banging. Shawarma is delicious.
Never had it.
Really, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like legitimate. Here's the thing: legitimate Middle Eastern food's actually pretty damn good.
I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I actually like it as well.
I would not do well outside of this country. I'll let you guys know that right now. When it comes to
Eventually, you
food.
would when you get hungry enough.
Yeah, it's probably true.
The thing that I don't like. How do you guys feel about hummus?
Yeah,
I love it.
No,
I can
no.
survive off of hummus
No,
alone.
Oh my
It
God,
is
no.
phenomenal.
Gross.
Ground
It is-
chickpeas with some
Ugh.
fucking chips and shit.
Yeah,
in it.
no.
Fuck yeah.
No,
Get outta
I
here.
see. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Shell, what about
Yeah.
you? Do you like hummus?
Of course, Shell likes hummus.
Shell
baller.
Shell loves ranch, and she loves ranch to the point where she puts ranch on fucking pizza. She says no, it's
she does
disgusting. Okay, I'm surprised about that, Shell.
I am a man alone in a world.
Ranch for
Yeah.
Owen. God damn it.
Now, having said that, I also enjoy ranch on my pizza, just as a dipping sauce, not actually ranch
No.
on the pizza. You know what I
Well,
mean?
No.
okay, I will understand Lex's logic because he's eating cardboard. He has to spice it up a little bit. So
Yeah.
putting it and dipping in a ranch,
Yeah.
I can
No.
see that.
No.
I
Oh
don't
my
agree
God.
with it, but I can understand it.
You don't have to agree with it, Dalton. I'm not one of your pores that you can fucking go all lordship over, where you can fucking let me know what I can or cannot do, sir. I'm just
There's
saying.
a ranch cotton candy.
That sounds awful.
That sounds
That sounds horrific.
legitimately awful.
Yeah.
Why?
That sounds both texturally and taste-wise horrible.
It's okay.
It's
Shell
okay.
says.
Oh, fuck.
Dipping pizza or steak and ranch is so good. and
No,
she
it's
just thinks so.
fucking. No, it's not. All
It's-
that says
Do
that.
not
ju-
ever dip. Do not ever dip steak and ranch. That is
Okay, what I
that's
will
a
also
sin.
say, if you have to dip your steak in anything, if you put barbecue sauce or A1, it means you don't know how to fucking cook your steak. That's what that fucking means.
I will
What's wrong
push
with
back
that?
on that one. I like A1.
What's wrong with
I
that?
like steak sauce.
What's wrong with not
So
knowing how to cook your
Dalton-
steak? Not everybody has to be an expert
Dalton-
on everything, guys.
Dalton
True.
doesn't know how to cook a steak. I just want you all to understand that
Whoa.
you have heard it here.
No, I've eaten steak without steak sauce. I just prefer steak sauce. That's just me.
You have not had a proper steak if you prefer steak sauce.
Wait a minute.
It's not ketchup.
I've
so
been
stop-
offered.
Stop it.
If you, oh God,
it
people
could be
use ketchup
so
on
much
steak.
worse.
Yeah,
It
you're
could
right.
be so
you're
much
right.
worse.
But if anybody who
I
puts
know.
ketchup on steak, just know that I hate you
You're
and you're a
communism.
communist. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's communism right there.
That is communism.
So, Tack, whenever I come up to visit you guys,
Yeah.
your wife has already offered me a tiny little shoebox to sleep in, right?
Yes.
With some lined with some cotton balls, to make it nice and comfortable.
Yeah, well, we
You've
also have a
already
cat
offered-
bed that we can, put in the corner for you too.
I mean, no need to go luxurious. You know what I mean? That's just
This is
still.
fake news. This is fake news.
But so you've already offered a place to stay while I'm teaching you guys the finer points of shooting and everything like that, and then you've offered to cook me a steak because I've already told you I don't have much in the way of like evaluation gradient, and everything. Are you saying that you're looking to adopt me? Because I am older than you. Because you're offering me a place to stay. You're offering me food.
Do you own a house right now?
Me?
Do you own a house right now, Lex?
No, of course not.
Oh, there you go. Perfect situation.
So here's the funny thing. As somebody who has been adopted, I'm anti-adoption for my own family. And I mean that in all legitimate, like I will never adopt a child. Yeah, no. As somebody who's been through it, no fucking way. And people are like, but you'd be able to level with them. And it's like, no. No. Adopt an old person to
I'm
give
not
them
old,
a good
Shell.
home.
She just called you old.
I'm older. I'm older than everybody else here, but I'm not old, Shell.
Oh, that's
what a
great.
Bitch. God damn, that's just mean, dude. Oh my God.
I want you to hear.
Oldest. Oh. Shell just kicked him out.
And she said you're over the hill and then kicked his ass out. Oh my.
I will say
you heard it here. You just said that you just called our producer a bitch. She has power.
Yeah.
And you were like, bitch.
Oh yeah. I gave her keys to the castle and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I will say you are the oldest guest we've had on this podcast so far. So
yes,
I'm
so
pretty
far.
sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
I am 48 years old. I was born in 1976.
I'm pretty sure Renegade's younger.
I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure. We'll have to ask him. I'm actually going to pose a question in chat here, okay?
I don't trust your
No. So steak is perfect when? Blue rare. Rare. I'm just curious. Medium rare. And communism. Okay.
By the way, society.
You know there's going to be somebody.
Kennedy, I have never known anyone who has my food preferences until now. There's more of us.
Oh, God. No. So the reason I'm asking this is because I genuinely believe that if you cook your steak past medium rare, you are not only a communist, but it should affect your credit score.
Agreed.
I think that you should no longer be able to purchase it. Here's the thing. Everybody talks about social credit scores in China and stuff. And I've said, I don't want that implemented here, like that whole double check system we were talking about. I do want it implemented for food choices. I do. I believe that there needs to be a system in place that prevents people from ordering well-done steaks. Whether that is a gulag or fucking with their credit score so they can't afford a home. Either way, I'm okay with it. 6% of you are fucking commies.
I knew somebody was going to vote for it.
Oh, there's at least one. There's at least one.
Yep. There's always that one.
Yeah. By the way, my vote on this is blue rare. I don't know about you guys. What's your personal steak doneness?
Medium rare.
Medium rare? Okay, that's fair. I will go up to a medium rare.
Yeah, I'd say anything between rare and medium rare is fine.
Okay, proper. Medium rare says Shell. Thank you. Thank you, Shell, for your input.
A sear on the outside and then fucking good to go. Yeah.
That's how I feel exactly. That's a blue rare. I like a nice, just like sear it. I'm good to go.
I'm not like rare, but like I do like a little bit of it cooked, but not a whole lot.
See, I like a blue rare. My wife likes a medium rare. So typically I go rare just because it's nice meat in the middle. But what I've started doing now is since now I can I have my sous vide, I can cook the steaks to a doneness that I'm happy with. And then all I have to do is just change the temperature a little bit or take hers and then just do a reverse sear for longer, which gets hers to cook past. So hers goes 135, mine goes like 120. Yeah. And I think that that's proper. And that's how you should cook your steaks. Aside from
I pretty much finished cooking the steak. after I get enough oil burns on the arm and I get tired of standing there. It just so happens to just.
How are you cooking your
line
steak
up
if you're getting oil burns all the time?
How much oil are you adding?
Just a
Are you
teeny
deep
tiny
frying
amount,
it?
but
Then how
no,
are-
it's just a teeny tiny amount on a pan. It's on a pan.
Okay, so if you're pan searing, you should only be using a teaspoon of oil.
That's what I said. A teeny tiny amount. Are you guys not? Is this on? Is this on? Are you guys listening? Is this on?
But that shouldn't flash back. If you preheat, are you preheating your oil?
Are you even using that
No.
mic?
Yeah.
Wait, did you
Sure,
say no?
because-
You don't preheat your oil?
Yeah. No, I just fucking put the oil in the pan, and I guess that's called preheating. Wait a minute. Hold on. I should probably check some settings.
So what you do is
I should
you
probably
put
check
the
my
oil
definitions.
You put the oil in, and then after it is hot enough, you're going to make sure that it's coating the pan properly. And then you put the steak on. You should never have oil splashback with a steak. Were you going through your fucking?
What about now? What about now? What about now? Is it getting quieter?
No,
I no.
It's been through this the entire time.
Yeah, I pointed out that he was not using the right microphone because he put it up close and nothing happened.
That
He's
means
like, is this mic working?
That means
no, it's not.
That means that whenever I went to go pee, I should have brought this, filled it up with water, and done the fucking the naked gun.
No. When you left, I took
God
it off
damn
so nobody could hear you or see you.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think we probably would have heard everything.
You would have heard
That's
some
a
toilet
good move, buddy. That is a good move.
Ah.
So, what kind of oil are you
Dwarf
using?
Dopey. Dwarf Dopey.
What? Lex?
Oh,
What kind
sorry.
of oil are you using when you're cooking a steak?
Avocado oil.
I mean, you can.
Because I know that I can.
Well, no, but I just don't understand how you're getting oil splashback. Ever.
I'm not getting it's called whenever the oil gets hot, and then I'm not a goddamn dwarf. Y'all need to stop fucking saying that shit.
Wait,
I'm
why is
obviously
Dalton a
5'4".
French aristocrat?
Because he ain't poor.
That is fair. So, by the way, I'm going to call this poll concluded. So, right now we have 16% say blue rare. So, those are my people. I love you. Rare, 26. I also love you. Medium rare, 53%. I also love you a little bit less, but I respect you. And then the 5% of you, you're communists, and you will have your credit score affected if I ever come to power.
Yeah.
And you will be barred from all romantic interests and shamed repeatedly when you walk out in public, and you will be marked.
As they should.
Yes, as they should.
I am not a dwarf from Warhammer. Brahmin Scimitar, you son of a bitch. I don't know what Warhammer is.
What kind? Actually, Potato asks a good question. Lex, do you have a thick enough pan bottom that holds the sear temperature? What kind of pan are you using there, bud?
Like $3 pans from fucking...
That's why. Okay.
But
Jesus fucking Christ.
Uh,
You cast iron, dude.
apply
Cast
heat
iron.
to it.
Yeah.
No,
What?
cast
Why
iron.
the fuck would I do cast iron? Those things are heavy. You ever try carrying those up 13 flights of stairs? Your
Have
arms
you ever
get
tried
tired.
cooking on one? Have you ever tried cooking on one?
No, because they're always too
Okay.
heavy to get into the fucking house. I mean, goddamn. I
Okay.
thought I already explained this shit.
I am now
I have these teeny tiny
understanding
little
way
arms.
more.
I have these teeny tiny little arms. They're super short, and so heavy things are more effective by somebody who has super short. I don't know why Michelle's doing the beat pop. Anyway, yeah, I don't have a fucking pan because I don't care that much. I think we've already established this. I don't give
is
two
true.
fucks about the finer aspects of these things.
It
Why are you
shows.
constantly being surprised?
It
Why are you
shows.
constantly being surprised? You're like constantly being surprised.
Yeah,
Don't be
cast.
surprised.
By the way, so the two pans that you should use for steak or chicken or pork is cast iron or stainless steel. Those are the two ones that you use.
Chill.
Shell is done with the one brain cell. Yeah. No, it's okay, Shell. We understand.
We turned into a cooking show pretty fast.
That is true.
We are at 100% insanity, so anything goes.
Well, I think we've been here. Dwarf Lex is weak.
Remy Scimitar, you are on my last fucking nerve, sir. You know what? That's it. That's it. I've decided that, you know what? You can't tell me what to fucking do.
I was just sent the ranch cotton candy, by the way, in Discord by fairytalecottoncandy.com. They have ranch flavored cotton candy, and that is disgusting. That is fucking that is abhorrent. Like, that is something that should never have existed ever.
Yep. Hey Lex, real quick question. Is this you, bud? This is you, right?
this is called hastily using AI that has been trained on your appearance, obviously not enough, in order to cover some segments of video that accidentally got erased.
I think that covered your height pretty well, pretty accurately.
There's some other pictures on that. There's some other pictures on that pistol challenge.
You showed us a bunch that were that one, cone arms. That one was great. I love that one. Something weird's going on with the mouth there.
Yeah,
that is something else. But nothing beats that one of the gun coming out of your ass.
Yeah. It gets worse.
Where was that one? Was that the one that I showed originally?
Yeah. That was the one.
This right here. There you go. Shell, don't look at the screen. You get too excited. And
Dude,
fucking
your pinky is. Where's your pinky?
It's a fat ass pinky. Don't worry about it, dog.
No, that looks like a tumor growing off the side of your hand there, bud.
You don't even want to know where it is. Don't worry about it. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Just fucking stay in your own lane. I'm just saying. Not trying to be a hater.
I'm trying to find that one spot with you shooting. Is it that spot right here?
Maybe.
I am ready.
Depends on what I do.
You are.
So this is Kennedy's channel, everybody. They do really cool stuff.
Yeah. We do pistol challenges and PCC challenges.
Impressive.
I love the high pitched voice, by the way.
4.
Okay, yeah.
No, that was 3.
Yeah.
So continue fast forwarding a little bit. I think I know what you're talking about whenever I'm shooting.
Yeah, you're not.
Just a tiny little bit. Yeah, here it is.
Make sure nothing falls out when you do that.
Yeah. That's called the Groundhog Challenge. That involves
that funny as shit.
Yeah.
You got all 3 hits.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
From the different positions.
Yeah.
You did your running and your jumping jacks and all that fun stuff. You did your reloads. And your time was 1:35.
A minute 35?
Yeah. Here, I can talk to you like this.
For anybody who doesn't know, Baker is an inch shorter than me.
Well,
yeah.
If you're still in that
He's
camera
a tall
that isn't on, why are you not on?
What is that problem with cameras not recording?
Is this the video with you chickening out, that one drill?
No. That was on the latest
accurate shooting 2 days ago.
Are you sure it was 2 days ago? I feel like it was way more.
No, it's 2 days ago.
Playing?
Right? Go and run.
Was this is the one I just played, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
one I just played.
It's one you just played. I don't remember what it is.
The one I was looking for, was it 60s? It was 8 days ago. I think it was this one.
Oh, okay.
This one was funny.
Oh, is that where I gave up?
Yeah. Yep.
Fine. I'm going to separate them into 3 different magazines, 1 per magazine. I don't know what the hell he's going to do, so we'll see when it's his turn to shoot.
No, Lex isn't exhausted from spreading his legs. He's just exhausted because he has to move those tiny legs so much faster.
I've already reloaded.
Look how short he is.
This time. Go ahead and load your firearm.
I'm 5'4".
Downrange.
I said that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get in the pro.
It's called the elevator up
Fancy
challenge.
this time because that seems to have screwed me up last time. All right, timekeeper, ready?
I'm ready.
I think I am too.
Okay.
All right. Stand by. Go.
Hey, shoots one target from the prone.
Get out of here.
Goes to kneeling. Reloads. Shoots another target from kneeling.
Nice.
Hey-o.
Reloads. Shoots
Another one from standing.
Good news. 3 targets. All of them hit in the correct order.
Yeah.
You did
The
elevation.
one time Lex's height would benefit him. Oof.
Thank you, Shell.
Big oof.
1480.
No, 5'4" is not legally a midget. It's 4'11". Is it 4'11" or 4'10"?
I think it's 4'9".
I take all the credit. You were here with me. And I would like to think that you played.
Legal midget.
That's for you, Dalton.
Well, thank you.
Is not too far off. That's a total of like fucking
I'm not
6
going to
inches,
allow
dude.
you to play any
4'10". 4'10" is legal midget.
So selfish. All right, go ahead and load and then place your pistol on the floor.
All right.
This is the funniest thing ever.
Can you hear the creaking?
If it's the one.
I think it is.
Is it the one?
Knees.
I don't know.
And everything else. All right.
It's 4'10". That's midget.
Timekeeper, are you ready?
I am.
All right. Stand by and go.
I don't know if this is it.
Reacted correctly this time.
I'm not sure.
This isn't it. He's doing good.
3 hits?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one is.
I actually.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
We've done over 100, maybe 100 videos by now.
Yeah, no, you've done a lot of videos.
No,
You've done a lot of videos.
Around 50 videos or so far. It's difficult for me to keep track of which one.
Link in a video description below.
Yeah.
Verify.
Oh, good sign.
Oh man, there was one that was hilarious.
I didn't know what I was doing with that laugh.
Okay.
What does it say? What does it say I did? How did I do?
Go over the elements.
Okay.
You shot all.
Yeah,
your
I don't know, Dalton.
Yep.
At the end.
Go ahead.
Everybody listening,
Load.
you realize.
Okay.
Okay.
And then whenever you're ready.
Stand by and go.
Yep. That's a good sign.
You know what? I'm not gonna waste more bullets. I'm not gonna waste more bullets. I'm not gonna waste more bullets.
No.
One shot misses. I'm done. I give up.
Fuck it. I'm done. I lost.
But that's Kennedy's YouTube channel, and they do.
Yeah, you should all check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check it out.
The whole reason we came up with this YouTube channel is me and Baker were sitting on the range. We're just goofing off, shooting on the range. We adopted the game of horse, the basketball game of horse, into a shooting game. So one person does a certain thing, and you have to copy them and shoot the same way, same time limit, same targets, same manner. If you don't meet or beat what they did or their time, then you lose. And so we turned that into an entire YouTube channel dedicated to helping people go from beginner to intermediate, because that hump of going from beginner to intermediate is wildly underrepresented in YouTube. You always have the beginner stuff, and you always have a whole bunch of the Black Rocket Coffee where they're shooting fucking hog stuff with tannerite out of a fucking mini bird at 150 miles an hour with the fucking bolt action 22. There's almost nothing in the middle, so it's difficult to go from beginner to intermediate, and these challenges would help you to do that.
Fair. That is fair. Oh, and here we go. We have a question for you, Lex. On the topic of guns, Lex, I just got a Glock. What sort of drills should I train on as a first-time pistol user?
Your grip, okay? Grip, sight picture, and sight alignment are all phenomenal whenever you're not training to pull from a holster. If you're a first-time Glock user, you're probably not worried about pulling from a holster. You're probably just worried about having a decent grip on it. I'm not going to show you what a decent grip is in here because this camera looking at me like this would fucking just make everything look retarded.
Plus
Go
YouTube
to
is
any
against
decent,
people.
exactly. Go to any decent, and by decent, I mean as a YouTube channel that has less than 2,000 subscribers on it. Go to a YouTube channel that has around 10,000 subscribers on it that does firearms stuff, and they will teach you a good grip. Now, sight picture and sight alignment.
You can't show a gun on
careful,
screen.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know.
Okay, so imagine this is the front sight of your pistol. This is a teeny tiny little nub around where the bullet exits the barrel, and this is your rear sight. So whenever you're looking at the sights, this is how the sights should look. Your front sight should be right in the middle of. I'm doing a terrible job of that. Yes, should be right in the middle, and even with the top of the rear sight. That sight alignment. Sight picture is how you're looking at the target. So just look for three things: grip, sight picture, and sight alignment. Search for those on YouTube. Go to any place, any channel that has at least 10,000 subscribers to it, and do what they do. Like I said, shooting really basic stuff is all over YouTube. Holy shit, is it everywhere? It's only whenever you're going for beginners or intermediate that there is a dearth.
Now, Lex, are you a somebody who is a Glock fanboy?
Oh, because you know why? Because he got these teeny tiny little fucking baby hands, and Glock has a terrible. It has a terrible grip structure. It is straight up and down, and fuck. I think Lever Monkey. I think Cat is in the chat. He can agree with me because he's a shooter. They have these straight up and down things, and it just makes your hands. There you go. Go ahead, Shell. And then it's difficult to fucking get a good grip. I like a Smith & Wesson M&P because it has a more rounded ergonomic grip on it. Yeah.
That's how I feel too, because I don't like Glocks for that reason. A lot of people get pissed. They're like, yeah, but they're like the greatest guns, man. There are plenty of good brands of guns. Sig makes some great shit. Smith & Wesson makes some great shit. I like Walther a lot. I really like the Walther PDP grip. It is probably one of the best ones I personally own and use.
Here's one piece of advice. If somebody has a gun or they're going out to get a gun for self-defense, home defense, whatsoever, doesn't matter about caliber. Keep it from between 9 to 45. So 9mm, 40, and 45, all fantastic. It doesn't matter about manufacturer. It doesn't matter about the particular bullet type you have, whether it's round nose or hollow point or any of that fucking nonsense. What matters is comfort.
Yes.
Go to a range that has guns for you to rent. Bring somebody with you that knows what the fuck they're doing, and then shoot multiple guns that until you find one that feels the most comfortable in your grip. Buy that bad boy, because if you are uncomfortable with a firearm, you're not going to practice with it. You're going to come up with. It's like trying to drive a really uncomfortable car. You're going to come up with excuses as to not drive that son of a bitch unless you absolutely have to. And practice needs to be done regularly. So you need to stack the deck in your favor as much as possible. So it doesn't really matter about the make and manufacturer of the firearm.
I also wanted to say that I love the VP9 grip.
That's one of the ones that I haven't had much in.
HK VP9, fantastic grip. Completely very similar to the Walther grip, very ergonomic, nice. Your finger just kind of slides into it really well. And you could also swap out the grip. It comes with multiple grips, which I like. I like that.
Well, ergonomics is always good. Glock can suck my rotten asshole because their fucking grips suck so fucking bad. Baker has a Glock and he never cleans it, and he fucking constantly, I'll never clean it. He throws it in the dirt, puts it back together again, and shoots it again. But he's got hands with like fingers out to fucking here. It is unusual. He's got like Wolverine like claw fingers. It's fucking. I hate that dude.
Well, see, I have really big hands as well, but I still don't like Glock. It's just not comfy.
Stupid. Tack knows about sliding a finger into it. Do you, Tack? Is that what is Sergeant Potato?
Why do
letting
you
us
think
in
I
on a
was?
little secret.
Why do you think I was in call at 7:15 instead of like 6 when Dalton wanted me to be in here?
Well, he messaged me and he was
That
just
is a
like,
good
"Hey,
point.
what time are we getting into the pre-show?" And I was just like, I'll be available after 6, I guess. And he's like, I'll be closer to 7.
And like immediately pants down. All right, we're doing this. We're doing this. So yes, you're damn right. I know how to slip a finger into it. Into many
job.
things.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
True.
Lex knows.
I do.
Yeah.
Hey, you have, because you've told me, not because of direct experience. But you told me something.
Glad he clarified.
Yet. He hasn't met my special rag yet.
I'm gonna bring a lock for my little cat box whenever I go and stay over at your place, so I can secure. I can secure the front door. Yeah.
Oh God. Just Lex puts himself in a crate. We're crate training our midget.
I don't know why you said the M word, because I'm not one of those things. I'm just saying you must be.
Oh man,
must be talking to somebody else. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
Take you out to the
There's a
mall,
fourth person in
poke you
here.
with a stick, and say, "Come on, sing the song." And you start fucking singing one of the dwarf songs. Start singing "Diggy Diggy Hole."
Are the lollipop kids? The lollipop kids? Just doing the.
It's a lollipop guild. God damn it, get it right.
Whatever. That's how
Let's
you know I'm not a goddamn
I'm gonna
midget,
yell at
bro.
Crystal. I'm gonna say to my wife and be like, "Hit him with the switch again until he gets it right."
Dude, man,
I'm not a dwarf either. Goddamn it.
Vertically. Yeah, he's vertically challenged. That's an understatement. Gravity hated Lex ever since he was a kid.
Damn straight. It came down to me hard. Like a disapproving father.
God damn it. All right. Well, I do think that it is time. So I'm going to. It's time for us to end this.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I think this is the shortest podcast that we've done so far.
Well, it's not the shortest. It's the first one we've actually kept on time because we're at 3 hours.
It's not on time. We agreed 2 to 2.5 hours, and it's almost 3.
Okay, so we're still over.
We're doing better. We're doing better.
Because you yelled every single time, and you're like, "It's too long. It's too long." Anyway,
dude, I'm the one who has to download and then upload all this stuff.
Okay,
So
that is fair. And so what I'm hearing is, Dalton, get better internet. So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Lex, do you have any final words to say, good sir?
I do indeed. Pizza's better than steak.
Oh God, fucking damn it!
And if you think otherwise,
we might as well kick him out now.
I just muted him. Lex, you know I love you, right?
That's it.
Sorry, bud.
That's it. That's
All
it.
right.
You came
Remember, everybody.
our lines,
Lex, where can everybody find you? Where can everybody find you, Lex? Where can they find your content and you?
Intuitive Defense on YouTube for both me and Baker's YouTube channel. L_X Talionis. I don't expect anybody to try to read it. Just copy and paste for, look for Intuitive Defense on. Yeah, links are in chat. Thank you, Shell.
Thank you, Shell.
And finally, say something that isn't insulting. Thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, that's where you can find me, and you can find not me, but my good buddy Dr. Emily Carter on Tax Channel in the Cryptid Creators. Yeah.
Yes, and also the new series that will be coming out, which is the Cryptid Council. So that will be coming out. And Dalton, your words, sir.
Yep. So I'm just going to try to redirect everybody to find us on all your latest podcast platforms because, the better we do on there, the more people will hear us and it will reach other people. So that's cool and fun and everything. So if you want to help us out for free, easiest thing to do is just to find us on either Apple, which this is on Apple. And hold on. Apple. We already got one review. Thank you. Whatever this Yell Petty Medic. Thank you.
Yell Petty Medic.
A review. You rock. Thank you. And then another thing, I think I have to switch over to. Hold on.
We love you, Yell Petty Medic.
Yes, thank you. And then we're also, of course, on Spotify, so you can come check us out there. And I don't think we have any reviews here. So if you listen to Spotify, if you use Spotify, leave us a review. It's really cool.
And comment Dalton hates pores.
Yeah,
you should.
You could, just as long as you leave us a 5-star review. Oh, we actually do have some ratings. There we go. It looks like we got 3. I don't know that we can read them. Leave us a review. It'll be really fun. Maybe. Hopefully. It would be fun to read.
Yes.
Funny
yes.
to read.
And as always, leave a comment under this podcast on YouTube as well. That also helps a great deal. We will be chopping these up into like more digestible bits. So then we're going to have more and more content that's going to be coming. I'm actually going to be sitting down and doing a bunch of that tomorrow.
More Kennedy-sized bits.
Yes, more. You know what? We'll call it the Kennedy, the Kennedy clips. So
the Kennedy bit, Kennedy
bit, yes. But thank you everybody so much for joining us. We hit 100% faster than I think we've ever hit 100% before. We hit 25 by the time it started.
It's all Dalton's fault.
25. No,
yeah, totally.
Not.
It's totally
Dude,
Dalton's
fault. We were
Dalton
honestly
was acting
50%.
crazy.
Oh yeah, we were at 50% before the show even started. So
yeah, it was actually Dalton, in the pre-chat. This was interesting.
Yeah.
Dalton was sitting over there saying all kinds of crazy things about cat buttholes, and I couldn't keep track of it. And then
seems like you're putting your own words in my mouth.
I didn't. Nobody there in pre-talk but us 3, so I don't know why you're accusing me of doing stuff.
I'm pretty sure you said that on the podcast, not pre-talk. I mean, it's recorded, so.
You know what? I love you all, everybody. This is good night. I'm gonna go get booze. Have a good one.
Peace, guys.
Later. Bunch of dickheads.